Chapter 309, Military Department, Wartime Command Center. The few Grandmaster-level powerhouses guarding the Magic City catacombs had all arrived. Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing had just entered when a burly man laughed. "Fong Ping, Qin Fengqing, you've raised MCMU's prestige. Good job." Fong Ping raised his head immediately. After a moment of consideration, he asked uncertainly, "Grandmaster Tian?" "Ha ha ha, good eye." Tian Mu laughed. Fong Ping's eyes lit up. He asked immediately, "Senior Tian, why are you here?" The Grandmasters beside him were speechless. This was a relationship. Grandmaster Tian had just become a senior in the blink of an eye. Tian Mu had graduated from MCMU for almost 50 years. He was old enough to be Fong Ping's grandfather. Tian Mu looked like he was in his 40s or 50s, but he was not young. He was already 70 years old. How could Fong Ping call him senior? Qin Fengqing's eyes lit up as well. He said hurriedly, "Big brother Tian, slap." Qin Fengqing flew out and hung on the wall. Tian Mu scolded, "When your old man was in school, he called me uncle. What the hell are you calling me?" Tian Mu cursed. "Who taught this bastard?" Qin Fengqing felt wronged. He looked at Fong Ping. Fong Ping shrugged. It was okay for him to call him senior. The seniors who graduated were all senior brothers and sisters. Tian Mu ignored Qin Fengqing. He laughed and said, "I've been transferred back from the north. A few old guys died in Magic City. We're short of manpower now. I'll be stationed in the Magic City catacombs from now on." Fong Ping was overjoyed. He smiled and said, "With Senior Tian here, we'll have more confidence." Tian Mu was originally guarding a catacombs in the north. His status was a general in the military department. Of course, he did not actually command troops. The military department had several military ranks: commandant, commandant, general, and general. As for some titles, there were many. If you met a commandant, you could call him general. If you met a general, you could call him commander. You could even call him chief. Military ranks were military ranks. These two did not conflict. Fong Ping had seen Tian Mu's photo. The Martial Arts Society had the information of these grandmasters who had graduated. Moreover, when the vice-chancellor and the others returned, they also said something. Tian Mu was one of the grandmasters who had gone to Capital City that day, a true rank 8 golden body powerhouse. The reason why he emphasized this was that they were different from the old principal and the others. These people were riddled with injuries, and their golden bodies were somewhat worn out. In fact, their true combat strength was still slightly inferior to some golden body powerhouses at their peak. Therefore, they could only exchange lives for lives. If it was Tian Mu, he might not need to do so. Even Wu Quishan was not as good as Tian Mu. This was because Wu Quishan had not broken through for as long as Tian Mu. Confidence. Master Ko was amused. What confidence do you need? The confidence to extort a grade 9 great grandmaster? Fong Ping laughed dryly. Old man Ko didn't continue to tease him. His smile faded, and he went straight to the point. "Where are you going this time?" "Wolf Head Mountain." Wolf Head Mountain. The old man surnamed Ko looked at Tian Mu and the others. "There are high ranks in Wolf Head Mountain? I don't know. I've never been there. I went there once, but I didn't find anything." Tian Mu was not familiar with the place. He thought for a while and said, "I went to Wolf Head Mountain 30 years ago, but I was just passing by. I didn't go deep." At this moment, a tall middle-aged man walked in and said, "There are high ranks in Wolf Head Mountain, but they've always kept a low profile. They didn't participate in any of the big battles. However, I've met them once. They might be related to Skygate City's Wolf Troop's commander-in-chief. Guardian Wu. Guardian Wu, you've seen them before?" The person who entered the door was none other than the Southern Guardian, Wu Chuan. As Wu Chuan said this, he glanced at Fong Ping and said with a half-smile, "Weren't you the one who called me senior brother earlier?" Why didn't you greet me when you saw me? Fong Ping looked confused. Then, as if remembering something, he said hurriedly, "So it's Senior Brother Wu. I didn't recognize you. Senior Brother, you're so brilliant, I don't deserve it. Someone wants to expel me. Wu Chuan." Fong Ping continued to look confused, but in his heart, he was cursing wildly. "I've only mentioned it to Wang Jing and Wu Quishan. How did Wu Chuan know? The two vice-chancellors are unreliable. How dare they sell me out? This is a rank 9 high Grandmaster powerhouse. Moreover, he's a powerhouse among the rank 9 powerhouses. He's ranked 9th, second only to the sect alliance leader, Zhao Xingwu." Wu Chuan did not continue to scare him. He asked, "Tell me more in detail." Fong Ping hurriedly recounted what happened earlier. Wu Chuan pondered. "Has the Jiao already broken through to rank 8? No wonder the Jiao's forest is expanding recently. Fortunately, it didn't expand to the south. The south was where Hope City was. Senior Brother Wu, did that person die today?" "No." Wu Chuan shook his head. "Sky Gate City's castellan attacked. However, that person's injuries were not light. I felt it. His aura was dispirited. He was heavily injured. He only has rank 7 ability. If it wasn't for Sky Gate City's castellan's timely rescue, he would have been killed. I was just about to intercept him. There's some movement in East Sunflower City. East Sunflower City's castellan is intimidating them. It's a pity that Elderfan just left. Otherwise, he could have stopped both of them. The Jiao should be able to kill the other party. There were too many catacombs in Sino Nation. Rank 9 powerhouses were also very busy. One rank 9 was the limit for a catacomb. As the Guardian of the South, Wu Chuan had not left since he came to the catacombs. The rank 9 powerhouse who guarded the catacombs previously had something to attend to recently and happened to be out. Otherwise, the two rank 9s would have been there to stop both of them. The Jiao could have killed the other party, reducing the catacombs' combat strength by 1. Wu Chuan was not too regretful. He smiled again. This is good too. This time, Sky Gate City's castellan has completely offended the Jiao. This type of beast, Demon King, holds grudges the most. Demon King? Fong Ping was a little puzzled. High-ranked demon beasts can all be called kings. Of course, that's just our habit. Wu Chuan continued. Recently, our research on the catacombs has made some breakthroughs. We've also translated some information. In the catacombs, rank 7s can be called commander-level powerhouses. Rank 8s are venerable powerhouses. Only rank 9s are monarchs. That's why the term Beast King doesn't really apply now. Of course, it's the same. It doesn't matter. It's just a difference in names. After hearing that, Fong Ping mumbled, "No wonder the Jiao seemed to feel so good when I called him King Jiao." The command center fell silent instantly. Everyone looked at Fong Ping. Wu Chuan frowned. "You've interacted with the Jiao before?" "It's not called the Jiao. It's actually called the Golden-Horned Beast King. Anyway, that's roughly what the Catacombs Powerhouse called it. Could it be that the other party was also sucking up to the Jiao?" "Stop talking about this." Wu Chuan interrupted him and explained. "The monarchs are monarchs. Calling them the Jiao Beast King means that the Jiao is the strongest existence among the golden-horned beasts in this area. The Jiao is not the only one. The strongest existence in a clan is called the Beast King. Even if it's a rank 4 or 5 Beast King, it still exists." "I see." Wu Chuan felt a headache coming on. Back to the topic at hand. "Let's talk about the Jiao." "Oh, I've known the Jiao for a long time." Everyone was speechless again. "You've only come in twice, and you've known it for a long time?" However, when Fong Ping mentioned that he had met the Jiao the last time and had even lived with it for a night, everyone's expression changed. It was not that they were thinking of humans and beasts, but that Fong Ping was still alive despite courting death. Tianmu asked with interest. You're saying that it didn't kill you when you fed it vitality? Fong Ping shook his head. No, the Jiao is quite smart. I'm afraid it's storing me as long-term meat. When the other rank 4 and 5 powerhouses went, they were all sucked dry by it. Because of my mutation, my vitality recovers extremely fast, so I can constantly replenish it. Also, it was probably advancing last time. I lured some middle-ranked martial artist to it, so it probably wants me to continue sending me to it. Everyone was speechless again. Qin Fengqing seemed to have discovered a secret. He asked loudly, "Is that how you killed the rank 4 and 5 last time?" Fong Ping rolled his eyes and said exasperatedly, "Why do you care how I killed it? I already said it was a trap. Isn't that a trap? Do you, Qin Fengqing, have the ability to do that? If I didn't know it, you'd be waiting to die. Do you think it would let you go? Even if the Jiao let you go, the person who chased after you could still kill you." No one paid attention to the quarrel between the two of them. Tianmu asked again, "Kid, does this mean that you can control the Jiao?" Fong Ping smiled bitterly. "No, how can I control it? It eats and sleeps, unless you bring meat to it. Is that so?" Tianmu was deep in thought. Wu Chuan also looked at Fong Ping as if he had discovered something. Fong Ping said quickly, "Anyway, I'm not going to the Jiao's forest anymore. It's too dangerous. I don't want to die." Everyone burst into laughter. Wu Chuan did not continue looking at him. He said, "Everyone is clear about the situation now. Moreover, Skygate City's lord made a move, which means that the person on Wolfhead is related to Skygate City. This also means that Skygate City has 8 high ranks again." Having said that, Wu Chuan suddenly asked, "Where are the medals of the martial artists you killed on Wolfhead Mountain?" Qin Fengqing fished out a few medals. Wu Chuan sucked them into his hand through the air. He flipped through the back and suddenly frowned. West Phoenix City, the catacombs' martial artists' medals had their rank on the front and the city's emblem on the back. At this moment, everyone saw a vivid phoenix image on the back of the medal. Everyone's expression changed. West Phoenix City's people, Skygate City's rescue. Could it be that 2 cities are going to become 3 cities? We must report this immediately and strictly monitor West Phoenix City's every move. The Grandmasters were instantly on guard. This information was not a small matter. West Phoenix City's powerhouses were in trouble, but no one from West Phoenix City came to their rescue. Instead, it was Skygate City's lord who made a move. What kind of situation was this? Seeing that everyone was so concerned, Fong Ping immediately said excitedly, "Grandmasters, is this information very important? I risk my life to find out." Before he finished speaking, Wu Chuan waved his hand. Both Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing appeared outside the military camp with a blank look on their faces. "What does this have to do with me?" Qin Fengqing was so angry he wanted to vomit blood. "How many words did I say when I came in?" In the end, Tianmu hit him, and Wu Chuan chased him out. Qin Fengqing had done anything wrong. Glaring at Fong Ping fiercely, Qin Fengqing humphed. "Stay away from me." "Shut up," Fong Ping scolded. After some thought, he said, "What do we do now?" "Nothing. Go back. I've earned a fortune. I should go back and cultivate." Fong Ping nodded slightly. After some thought, he said, "Next time you come to mine, call me along." Qin Fengqing knew the location of an energy mine. Moreover, Qin Fengqing had come back alive. Fong Ping felt that he would be fine too. Qin Fengqing sneered. Did he think that he was stupid? Would he tell him where the energy mine was? Fong Ping did not mind. He said as he walked, "Without me, you should think about it carefully. If you die, no one will collect your corpse. If I go, your safety will increase by 90%. Think carefully before you decide. If you follow me, other than running a little tiring, are you injured? I heard that the last time you were with Wang Jinyang, you were beaten up like a dog and injured countless times. You even owe a lot of money for treatment. Qin Fengqing looked thoughtful. What he said made sense. He could not refute it. After some hesitation, Qin Fengqing said in a low voice, "If I want to go, I have to be at least rank 6. Fong Ping looked indifferent. He said calmly, "Then we'll wait a little longer." "Oh, right. Is it far?" "It's okay. 500 or 600 li." Qin Fengqing's voice stopped abruptly. A map suddenly appeared in Fong Ping's mind. He had trouble identifying directions, but he was familiar with maps. Hope City had a radius of 500 or 600 li. It was impossible to go south. That was the ocean. If it was north, 500 or 600 li would have to go past a city behind Sky Gate City. The possibility was not high. Northeast was East Sunflower City. Northwest was West Phoenix City. Cities were built in both places. There were many martial artists. Mines had also been discovered. In that case, it was either west or east. There were no cities in the west and east. Instead, they were barren mountains and some dangerous places. It was possible that mines had been discovered in these places. I heard that there are many ants the size of a human head in the 10,000 ants desert. Have you eaten ants before? Fong Ping asked casually. Qin Fengqing glanced at him and said in a muffled voice, "Who eats ants?" "There are really ants the size of a human head there?" "How would I know?" "Oh." Fong Ping understood immediately. It was not west. The 10,000 ants desert was in the west. It was only 400 or 500 li away from Hope City. Qin Fengqing had never been there. East, 500 or 600 li away. There's an energy mine there. No one has discovered it. As expected, it's not one of the few that MCMU discovered. Fong Ping thought about it and felt a headache coming on. 500 or 600 li was only a rough range. It would be troublesome to confirm it. Forget it. If there was a chance next time, he would look for it. If he monopolized it, who would share it with Qin Fengqing? Qin Fengqing looked at Fong Ping. He felt like he had missed something. "Did I say something? I only said 500 or 600 li. It's okay, right?" Qin Fengqing was not very confident. Fong Ping was extremely cunning. When he went on a mission with him, he felt like he did not lose out. However, when he came back, he realized that he had 4,000 or 5,000 credits less than him. This made Qin Fengqing feel like he had been tricked, but it did not seem like he had been tricked. Then why did he lose so many credits? "I have to go to cultural studies when I get back." "No, I have to go to the School of Social Sciences to learn accounting and advanced mathematics." Qin Fengqing had an idea. Maybe the accounting was wrong. Otherwise, it would not make sense for him to lose so much. Fong Ping glanced at him. He saw that Qin Fengqing was deep in thought, secretly calculating. When he said that Qin Fengqing owed him 50 million, he did not refute it. Many people heard it. Was it true now? If there was a chance he could get this money back. Chapter 310. Outside the catacombs. Seeing Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing leave, the gatekeeping martial artist was stunned. "You're back?" Both of them had only gone in yesterday. The gatekeeping martial artist's expression changed slightly. Did something happen inside? Fong Ping shook his head. "No." "Then what about you guys?" "The mission was completed, so we came out. There's no place to eat there. Are we going to stay there forever?" The gatekeeping martial artist's expression changed slightly. He actually liked to see these young people moving forward bravely, so he had a whole new level of respect for Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing. Now, however, both of them could not bear the hardship. Qin Fengqing was not like this in the past. As he was thinking, he heard Fong Ping ask Qin Fengqing, "How are you going to spend the 10,000 credits you got this time?" "Don't worry about me. Don't you have 10,000 yourself?" The gatekeeping martial artist was stunned. What were these two talking about? "You're talking about credits?" Fong Ping waved goodbye at him and said, "Yes, credits. We didn't earn much this time, less than 30,000 for both of us. Next time we come, We won't leave until we earn 100,000 credits. The gatekeeping martial artist was stunned. Both of them stayed for a day. Then, Fong Ping told him that they did not earn much, less than 30,000 credits from MCMAU. Or, to put it more directly, less than 900 million. Did they rob someone? The gatekeeping martial artist watched the two of them leave and murmured, "Were credits that easy to earn these days? 10,000 credits in one day. An aspiring martial artist could enter rank for quickly. There was almost no difficulty, right? Spending money, spending hundreds of millions to nurture a rank for martial artist was still possible, as long as they had the aptitude and were not too useless. Is the catacombs safe now?" The gatekeeping martial artist continued to let his imagination run wild. Should I go there too? Have the guys inside all made a fortune? As he was thinking, the Alloy House's door opened again. A group of more than 10 people, all of them injured and covered in blood. The leader was an instructor from East Sino Nation Normal University. Seeing the gatekeeping martial artist look over, he said somewhat pessimistically, "The situation in the catacombs has become more troublesome. We can easily meet a bunch of middle-ranked martial artists. Sigh, if this continues, we won't be able to enter the 3 lower ranks." The gatekeeper was stunned. Just now, the two of them had it easy. Their clothes were brand new, and there were no visible injuries. They had just casually said that they had earned tens of thousands of credits and were planning how to spend them. You guys, are you kidding me? Earlier, Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing. Oh, the two of them. Yesenenyu's instructor shook his head and said, "I think the two of them went to rob a high-ranked martial artist's nest. They've hit the jackpot this time." The gatekeeper shut his mouth. I stopped talking. These two brats went in for a day, and they raided a high-rank's old home? McMao. The freshmen were still celebrating. Demon King Fong had left the school. It was too exciting. This was said by a few freshmen who had just joined the Martial Arts Society. It was said that yesterday morning, Devil King Fong and another troublemaker of the Martial Arts Society, Qin Fengqing, had carried their bags and left together. It was a mission. How could he return in less than half a month? In the end, before the freshmen could celebrate, someone on campus saw Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing. At this moment, Tang Wen and the others were almost beaten to death by the entire school's freshmen. What happened to Demon King Fong leaving? What happened to him not being in school? Do you think you're so great just because you're upper stage rank 1? Are you trying to make us lower our guard? In the cafeteria, Tang Wen felt wronged when she saw her classmates' unfriendly gazes. She raised her head and glanced at Gu Longfei and Luo Sheng. This year, only the 3 of them had joined the Martial Arts Society. Gu Longfei was the one who told her about Fong Ping's departure. Gu Longfei's expression darkened. He said in a low voice, "I saw it with my own eyes." He swore that he saw Fong Ping and the others leave with their weapons and backpacks. This was not a short-term mission. Under normal circumstances, martial artists who carry backpacks would definitely go on a long journey. But he's back. Tang Wen looked pessimistic. As Tang Feng's daughter, with a peak rank 6 father, she should have been very happy in the School of Weaponry. In the end, Tang Wen realized that she was overthinking. It had been exactly a month since she entered the school. In this month, Tang Wen felt like she was about to be tortured to death. Her father did not care, and the Martial Arts Society did their best to teach her a lesson. Her dormitory was attacked the most at night, and it was not by rank 2 martial artists, but by rank 3 martial artists. She was beaten up the moment she entered. That was not all. Usually, other people chose their own missions, but her missions were issued directly by the Martial Arts Society. According to the Martial Arts Society, capable people do more work. Besides, her father was a tiger. She could not be a dog. After being taught a lesson by the Martial Arts Society, Tang Wen asked a few seniors about it. Then, Senior Yang asked her sympathetically, "Why don't you go to CCMU? As your father's student, It's not the first time he's been beaten black and blue. Now that you're here as his daughter, they haven't beaten you up yet because you're too weak. When you're rank 3 or 4, you'll realize you'll be even more miserable. Senior Zhao told her not to be afraid and to cultivate hard. So what if she was beaten up? If she could not die, she could continue. Tang Wen was very pessimistic. Her father had brought her a lot of trouble. If she had known this would happen, she would have gone to CCMEU. The honest Luo Sheng comforted her. It's okay. The president isn't that scary. He's been here for so long, and the president hasn't bullied the new students. My dad said that ever since the president took office, the new students' lives have become better. Tang Wen rolled her eyes and gritted her teeth. That's because your dad hasn't bullied him. Your dad bullied the president? Luo Sheng was shocked. Tang Wen said helplessly, I asked my dad. He said it's because Fong Ping is narrow-minded. He takes care of every little thing. If he's not his opponent, he bullied his students. Now it's my turn. Then tell your dad. Before Luo Sheng could finish, Tang Wen sighed. My dad said that young people should solve their own problems. If he can't beat Fong Ping, then he has to accept his fate. Fong Ping was a new student last year too. I was a year later than him. If Fong Ping can catch up to others and become president, then I can catch up to Fong Ping and beat him up next year. Luo Sheng and Gu Longfei looked at her sympathetically. Then you should continue to be taught a lesson. Fong Ping is already rank 4. Middle stage rank 4 at that. At his speed, he'll probably be rank 5 next year. Right? Rank 5 next year? Tang Wen was not convinced. I'll be peak rank 1 soon. Rank 2 will be within this month. It was already October. Both of them were silent. This speed was extremely fast. Last year, when Fong Ping and the others broke through, it was at the end of the semester. They were still peak rank 1 during the Martial Arts University Championship. Now, they were almost at peak rank 1. This month or next month, all 3 of them had hopes of achieving rank 2. Compared to the previous cohort, they were faster. However, Fong Ping had spent a semester to go from rank 1 to peak rank 1. From peak rank 1 to middle stage rank 4, he had also spent a semester. The 3 most outstanding new students of grade 09 looked at each other and sighed. The days of geniuses were not easy. Inside the Martial Arts Society, everyone was confused about Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing's quick return. However, after knowing that Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing had earned a fortune in the catacombs, tens of thousands of credits, everyone felt nothing but envy. President's office. Fong Ping leaned on the chair and smiled faintly. Although I was only gone for a day, I realized that the new students seemed to have let go of themselves. How about this? The martial arts grand competition is around the corner. All rank 1 students, new and old, should sign up. I've thought about it. The rank 3 ranking list will be compiled nationwide. However, there are none for rank 1 and rank 1. This time, I want to create a national ranking list for rank 1. There are millions of rank 1 martial artists in the country. I don't have high requirements for MCMEU students. This ranking list will only take the top 100. There are no more than 10 people in MCMEU on the list. All rank 1 students, find a mine and go mining. Chen Yunxi was dumbfounded. Mining? Fong Ping explained. To prepare for the energy mining in the future, you must be fast and agile. After many years, everyone will be grateful to me. Chen Yunxi asked uncertainly, will they really be grateful to you? Of course. When that time comes, everyone will understand that everything I do today is for their sake, for their future. When that time comes, they will know how fortunate they are to have me as their president. Did Li Hansong and the others from CCMU ever consider this? Students who don't know how to mine, when they enter the catacombs in the future and encounter an energy mine, how can they race against the high-ranked creatures to mine quickly and escape? Chen Yunxi continued to be dumbfounded. Fong Ping saw this and laughed. Can't understand? It's right that you can't understand. Geniuses are always not understood by others. But it's okay. Some sacrifices. It's fine as long as you understand them. Oh, right. Did your grandfather agree to sponsor us? Fong Ping thought of something and asked. Chen Yunxi said awkwardly, My grandfather, what did he say? Say it. He said that the next time he sees you, he'll nail you in the ground and not let you out for a month. Fong Ping's expression darkened. He snorted softly. Let the Martial Arts Society organize rank 3 members and go to SCMU to hold the championship. Tell them that they won't go back unless they win. With power in hand, there was no need to waste it. Having said that, Fong Ping looked at Chen Yunxi and said, You go too. You're the team leader. This time, you have to win, and you have to win beautifully. If you lose, it means that you deliberately went easy on us. Chen Yunxi was close to tears. Was this appropriate? She was going to beat up her grandfather's students? That's it. Go and prepare. Do your best. I believe in you, Yunxi. Work hard and strive to achieve rank for as soon as possible. Fong Ping looked at the time and said, I'm going to cultivate soon. Don't look for me if there's nothing important. After this cultivation, I might achieve upper stage rank 4. Chen Yunxi's expression changed slightly. Then she nodded and said, I understand. Then, SCMU, you don't want to go? I'll go. Chen Yunxi bit her lip. She would go then. Who was afraid of who? Her grandfather was too much. Since everyone was sponsoring, all he had to do was sponsor a little. Achoo! At the same time, Skmao, old man Chen sneezed and frowned. Who's talking about me? As a grandmaster, he was immune to all illnesses. Which brat was scolding him? Villa number 8. Lu Fengru said in a low voice, The honing of the heart is the most difficult of the 5 viscera. Once the heart is over, the honing of the 5 viscera and 6 bowels will be much easier. Heart honing is actually a process of energizing the heart. Fong Ping nodded slightly and said, I know this. But you said before that humans and catacombs martial artists are different. What's the difference? Catacombs martial artists are energizing instead of flesh and blood. Humans are not. Lu Fengru explained, what we call energizing is not to turn the heart into an energy stone, but to turn it into an engine. This involves a difference in the direction of transformation. Their transformation direction is comprehensive energizing. Our transformation direction is to turn the heart into a transit device. Fong Ping nodded in understanding. In other words, we can let the heart absorb external energy faster, transit it, and turn it into the vitality force that we need, speeding up our recovery. Yes, this transformation process is the honing process. The heart is very complicated. You've studied human anatomy, so you should know that the heart is actually divided into many chambers, left and right atriums, and left and right ventricles. Our so-called honing transformation is to combine these atriums and ventricles into one. Fong Ping suddenly frowned. The complexity of the heart is also a sign of human evolution. Mammals and reptiles all have 2 atriums and 2 ventricles. Amphibians have 2 atriums and 1 ventricle. Only fish only have 1 atrium and 1 ventricle. If we combine the atriums and ventricles now, won't that be regressing? Lu Fengru smiled faintly. How do you know that complexity is evolution? The great way is always simple. From simplicity to complexity, and from complexity to simplicity. Isn't this evolution? The complexity of the heart is naturally suitable for ordinary people, but for martial artists like us, powerhouses who pursue breakthroughs, it is no longer suitable. Moreover, do you think that combining is easy? There are many nerves and blood vessels inside the heart. Transforming the heart is actually an extremely complicated process. You need to hone and strip these nerves and blood vessels one by one, rearrange them so that these blood vessels are no longer complicated and twisted, and rearrange them around the internal chambers of the heart. After that, you need to use your heart's celestial bridge to build a new energy channel. Do you understand what I mean? Fong Ping thought for a while and said, in other words, the other valves and blood vessels in the hollow part of the heart have to be stripped to the surrounding walls, and a new energy blood vessel will be built in the hollow part. You can understand it that way. This is too dangerous. Fong Ping said gloomily, Instructor, who thought of this cultivation method? If a few heart blood vessels are broken, won't people die? It won't be to that extent. There will definitely be some danger, but people won't die to that extent. Lu Fengru said with a smile. As for who thought of it, how would I know? You can ask when you have the chance. Rumor has it that these first-generation martial artists have all shattered the void. Fong Ping pursed his lips. I'll ask when I'm dead. No wonder everyone stays at middle stage rank for so long. This is indeed a martial art work. The other 4 organs are not so complicated, right? Not really. The heart is the source. The other organs are slightly weaker. That's good. Lu Fengru thought for a while and said, Your vitality is continuous. Actually, the process of honing and transforming will be simpler. Continuous honing is better than transforming one after another. Many times, danger will happen during the process of vitality interruption. You're honing well. You just moved a blood vessel away from its original position. When you're in the middle of honing, suddenly your vitality is interrupted. You can imagine how painful it is. For you, it will be much less painful. I see. I understand now. Fong Ping nodded and asked a few more questions. He had a general understanding of the steps of honing the heart and the details to pay attention to. This was the difference between having an instructor and not having one. It was also the difference between a powerhouse instructor and a weakling. In most martial arts universities, rank 3 instructors did not even touch on this. Even if they knew how to cultivate, they could not explain it in detail. Honing the 5 organs was not something that could be done by honing randomly. It was extremely dangerous for martial artists who did not know the details to cultivate recklessly. After talking about cultivation, Lu Fengru thought for a while and asked, When you enter the catacombs, did you find any traces of my father? No. Lu Fengru sighed softly and did not ask further. The last battle was so intense, but her father did not appear. Either he was not in the periphery, or he was dead. The probability of the latter was higher. If he was not in the periphery, could he have entered the central area? Or was he in the central mountains? But there were countless high-ranked monsters there. The probability of survival was extremely low. Go. Cultivate on your own. Lu Fengru was a little dispirited. Her daughter was dead. Her father had also left her. Chapter 3:11. MCMU Southern Area. Energy Room. In the hall, Song Yingji helped a student with the paperwork. He could not help but glance sideways at the innermost room in the passageway. That kid has been in there for 3 or 4 days. He's really willing to go all out this time. He thought of a certain someone who walked in a few days ago. He was arrogant, despotic, and rich. Old Song, give me a VIP room. I'll give you 1,500 credits first. I'll make up for it, if it's not enough. That imposing manner and that tone made the arrogant Song Yingji want to beat Fong Ping up. 1 hour of cultivation in the energy room only cost 10 credits. However, that was relatively speaking. Fong Ping's so-called VIP room still existed, but it was reserved for instructors or middle-ranked martial artists. In normal cultivation rooms, the energy stones that were burned and released were of the lowest purity. In the VIP room, the energy stones used were of a higher purity. Of course, they could not reach 90% purity. Otherwise, they could be directly absorbed and digested instead of being used for cultivation. The one Fong Ping open cost 20 credits an hour. 3 or 4 days had passed, and his 1,500 credits were almost depleted. I've stopped this kid's supply now. When he reaches rank 6, he'll definitely come after me. Song Yingji smiled and shook his head. Fong Ping's credits were now completely depleted. If he stopped his energy supply now and interrupted his honing, with this guy's personality, Tang Feng and his daughter had already been dealt with countless times. It was inevitable that he would seek revenge on Song Yingji. What I'm afraid of is, who knows how long this kid will stay and not pay when he comes out. Song Yingji sighed. Would this kid go back on his word? A few days ago, he was so rich that Song Yingji thought 1,500 credits was not a small amount. Who knew that once Fong Ping entered the energy room, he would not come out for a few days. As he was thinking about this in boredom, Fu Changding and the others walked in. Instructor Song, is he not out yet? Not yet, Fu Changding said helplessly. The National Rank 1 competition is about to start. We're still waiting for him to host the opening ceremony. The National Rank 1 competition had always been hosted by Fong Ping. The school's 2 vice-chancellors did not participate, and Tang Feng and the others were not willing to participate either. Now that the Martial Arts Society was organizing everything without Fong Ping as the president, it would be difficult to organize the opening ceremony. Out of the 5 presidents, only Liang Fenghua was in school. However, Liang Fenghua did not want to be in the limelight, nor did he want to steal Fong Ping's limelight. Now, they were all waiting for Fong Ping to come out of closed-door cultivation. Speaking of the National Rank 1 martial arts competition, Song Yingji could not help but ask how many people have signed up. He was quite curious about this. Fu Changding was speechless. It's beyond my imagination. Even I was shocked. The only requirement is to be a rank 1 martial artist. There are no other restrictions. From the end of last month until now, more than 30,000 people have signed up. Over 30,000. Song Yingji was also stunned. So many? They were martial artists, not ordinary people. Most martial artists had other jobs, and the martial arts competition would obviously last for a long time. How could there be so many people signing up? Fu Changding smiled bitterly and said, "That's right, we didn't expect it at first either." Now that Shanghai is overcrowded with martial artists, the Shanghai government wants us to start the event immediately, or else they'll ban us. Tens of thousands of martial artists had gathered in Shanghai. In addition, Shanghai already had a large number of martial artists. Now, the number of martial artists gathered in Magic City was probably the highest in the world. The Shanghai government did not dare to give them any more time to prepare. The closer it was to the end, the more people there would be. If this continued, it would not be difficult to gather 100,000 martial artists. In addition to the martial artists' relatives and friends, as well as other martial artists who wanted to join in the fun, there might be even more. When that time came, even the Shanghai government would have a headache. Song Yingji did not care about the ban. Instead, he asked, with so many people, the competition is not easy to arrange, and the venue, the municipal government has agreed to rent the stadium to us for free. Also, we've rented some places ourselves. The preliminaries don't have to be too formal. We'll fight for 10 days to half a month, and the remaining people will enter the second round. As for MCMU, we just need to prepare for the final top 100 competition. As he said that, Fu Changding smiled and said, "The top 100 competition this time is the top 100 ranking of rank 1. If we can get recognition, then MCMU's rank 1 martial arts competition will be on the right track. According to Fong Ping, next season will be the rank 2 competition, then the rank 3 competition." This kid, Song Yingji shook his head slightly and chuckled. As the president of the Martial Arts Society, he has even taken over the government's affairs. Fong Ping's ambition could not be said to be small when he was the one who created the rankings of the 3 lower ranks and made the competition he organized into the top 100 competition. If that was the case, MCMAU's reputation would grow day by day, and it would be close to surpassing the old elite CCMAU. However, whether it would work or not would depend on what happened next. Fu Changding also laughed. Fong Ping has become the president. MCMU students are so busy now that their heads are spinning. Chen Yunxi led a team to SCMU for the championship, and the people from SCMU were about to cry. Zhang Chao led a team to Beijing Martial Arts University for the championship, and Huang Qiao led a team to Donglin Martial Arts University for the championship. There are MCMU students everywhere in the country now. Why didn't you go to CCMU for the championship? Song Ingji asked with a smile. Fu Chengding's grandfather was also a leader in CCMU. Although he was not a grandmaster, grandmasters were still a minority. Old Master Fu was also one of the leading figures in CCMU. Fu Chengding shook his head. Fong Ping said that rank 3 won't be enough to fight CCMU. He will get a rank 4 team to fight CCMU later. Maybe they don't even have to fight. Everyone will clash in the championship at the end of the year. Right now, rank 4 martial artists are rushing to improve their strength, so they can't find time to fight in the championship. Fong Ping did not recommend martial artists in the 3 lower ranks to go to the catacombs. Fighting in the championship was also a chance to improve their martial arts. Rank 4 martial artists could not only go to the catacombs, but they could also fight in the championship at the end of the year. Fong Ping, on the other hand, did not have any restrictions on rank 4 students. Song Ingji had nothing to do, so he asked, how many ranked 3 students are there in the university now? I noticed that there are a lot more new rank 3 students cultivating in the energy room. I just did the statistics 2 days ago. There are 78 rank 3 students now, and 2 more rank 4 students than before. Now there are 11. Fu Chengding said there are a lot more rank 2 students. There were about 500 before, but many people have broken through to rank 2 recently. According to the previous statistics, there are close to 800 now. So many? Song Ingji was slightly surprised. There were only about 500 before. The difficulty of obtaining credits has been reduced, and there's a loan system. Plus, Fong Ping is abusing rank 1 students now. Everyone is working hard to advance to rank 2. When Fu Chengding said the word abusing, Song Ingji wanted to laugh. He did not care too much about aspiring martial artists. It was the same for rank 2 and 3. The most unfortunate ones were the rank 1 martial artists who had the largest base number. There were almost 4,000 of them in the university. The 2 of them chatted for a while. Fu Chengding looked at the time and said, "Instructor, I'll leave first. He's out of closed-door cultivation. Please inform him." Sure. As soon as Fu Chengding left, Song Ingji looked at the cultivation room in the passageway again. Did that kid want to hone his heart in one go? It was not that simple. There were countless prodigies in Sino Nation, but all of them had been stuck at middle stage rank 4 for a long time. Just as Song Ingji was guessing, inside the cultivation room, he was sweating profusely. He was concentrating, carefully moving the blood vessels inside his heart. This was a martial art job. Every time the heart was remodeled, he had to concentrate 120%. The consumption of vitality was not too serious. Plus, he was in the energy room, so he did not need to replenish his vitality. He could recover on his own. The consumption of mentality, however, was not small. It was also because of his strong mentality that he could cultivate for a few days in one go and persevere. I've refined and destroyed the valves of the left atrium and ventricle. I feel like I'm not human anymore. Fong Ping wiped the sweat off his forehead and muttered. Had he ever seen a human heart like this? Most people had 2 atriums and 2 ventricles, but his left atrium and ventricle were now one. After clearing the membrane between the left atrium and ventricle, he could feel his vitality flow much faster. Normal humans would not be able to withstand this kind of impact. Moreover, if it was a normal person, the reverse flow of vitality would easily cause death. For martial artists, however, vitality flow without restrictions was more beneficial to cultivation. Next, I'll first clear the membrane between the right atrium and the right ventricle, turning the 4 chambers into 2 chambers, then combining them into one, completely turning the heart into a hollow state. Finally, I'll build a thick energy passageway. At this moment, Fong Ping had cleared the left atrium and ventricle. His progress was actually very fast. He was already a quarter of the way to upper stage rank 4. However, there was still a long way to go before upper stage rank 4 and completely honing the heart. No wonder Wang Jinyang and the others stayed at this stage for so long. After honing the heart, I might be able to enter peak rank for soon and catch up to old Wang. At this moment, Fong Ping felt that he was not far from Wang Jinyang. One was a peak rank 4, and the other was a middle stage rank 4. The gap was not as big as he imagined. Continue. This time, I have to at least combine the 4 chambers, or else I won't go out. Fong Ping made up his mind. He would go for it in one go. As for the energy room, it seemed like it consumed too many points and was not enough. Fong Ping did not think about it for now. He would think about it when he got out. Old Song still owed him a lot of money. When the time came, he would ask him to subsidize some. At the same time, NMAU, more than 100 rank 1 students had packed their luggage and were ready to go, ready to rush to Magic City. Wang Jinyang said with a serious expression, although it's only a competition, NMU must also give it their all. Everyone, there's not much time left for us, and there's not much time left for you too. If you've reached rank 3, that's fine. Everyone has a lot of opportunities. However, if you haven't reached rank 3, your opportunities are too few. NMAU is not a famous martial arts university. We lack many things. Since MCMAU is willing to spend a lot of money this time, and the top 100 martial artists will be rewarded handsomely, then we must seize every opportunity to become stronger. MCMU's National Rank 1 martial arts competition had now become the biggest competition in the country. It was also the competition that attracted the most attention. Since ancient times, there had been no first place in literature and no second place in martial arts. The competition for the ranking list was the focus of many martial artists' attention. At the same time, the rewards for the martial artists who entered the ranking list was also the focus of everyone's attention. MCMU was really rich. Any martial artist who entered the top 100 would be rewarded with a rank 2 vitality pill and a rank 2 bone honing pill, which were equivalent to a market price of more than $5 million. This alone would cost more than $150 million. As for the top 10, top 3, and first place, there were other rewards. The market price of the prizes was more than $200 million. For rank 1 martial artists, this reward was not small. As long as they entered the top 100, they would not lack pills to break through to rank 2. It did not matter if they had the viscera shielding pill or not. Not everyone was as afraid of getting injured as Fong Ping. Moreover, if they entered the top 10, they would also get the viscera shielding pill. If they entered the top 3, they would even get a D-class weapon as a reward. First place would not only be rewarded with a large number of pills and weapons, but they would also have the opportunity to enter MCMAU's energy room to cultivate. The numerous rewards made countless rank 1 martial artists green with envy. In reality, the insiders knew that MCMU would definitely make a lot of money this time. These expenses were nothing. Although it was said to be a few $100 million, that was the market price. The pills and weapons for the competition were provided by MCMAU internally. The cost price was only 1/3 of the market price. The MCMU Martial Arts Society had also applied with the school to obtain the rewards at cost price. After calculating, the expenses were only about $100 million. However, this was MCMU's advantage. Other schools could not do it. Even if many schools wanted to organize a few $100 million in expenses, they could not afford it. After all, they were not sure if their own competition could attract the public's attention. Victory! The NMU crowd cheered in unison. Wang Jinyong did not say anything else. He nodded slightly, and the leading martial artist led the students into the car. After everyone had left, Wang Jinyong said softly, "Is MCMU trying to be the leader of the martial arts universities?" Beside him, Gu Xiong, who had just become the vice president of the Martial Arts Society, said in a low voice, "It might not be MCMU. I think it's Fong Ping." "President, is there any movement from CCMU?" "No." Wang Jinyong shook his head slightly. After some thought, he said, "If there are no accidents, CCMU will be going all out in the Martial Arts University Championship at the end of the year. If they defeat MCMU, then MCMU's momentum will be at its peak. The higher they stand, the more painful it will be when they fall. If Fong Ping can't defeat Li Hansong, all his previous efforts will be for naught." Martial artists still had to look at their abilities. No matter how beautiful you were, if you were not strong enough, it would not work. CCMU was keeping quiet now, allowing MCMU to expand its influence. However, it did not mean that CCMU did not care about these things. Li Hansong was a person who preferred to be straightforward. As long as CCMU defeated MCMU in the championship at the end of the year, then MCMU's current prosperity would be like adding oil to a raging fire. It would not last long. The production rights of pills and weapons were also built on the strong foundation of MCMU's instructors and students. The students were the foundation of the school. If the students were not strong enough, it meant that the education could not keep up. Naturally, they had no right to ask for anything. When the time came, it might be possible that this power would be taken back. What about NMU? Wang Jinyong sighed softly. "We'll see. We don't know when the Nanjiang catacombs will open. Let's see if it opens before or after the championship. If it opens after, then I'll participate in the championship. If it opens before, then NMU won't participate." Gu Xiong said with slight regret, "It's a pity that you're the only rank for an NMU president. Otherwise, this year, it might be each school participating independently." After Wang Jinyong said this, Gu Xiong's expression changed slightly. "Then who else can go against the two elite schools?" "Not necessarily. CCMU and MCMU only have rank for martial artists now. No rank 5. It's not impossible for the 8-school alliance to gather a group of rank for martial artists. Besides, if they're really strong enough, one person is enough." When he said the last sentence, Wang Jinyong's aura changed. Obviously, he was not talking about the 8-school alliance, but himself. If they really wanted to participate independently, with him around, NMU would not be afraid of anyone. The key was when the Nanjiang catacombs would open. "I hope that the catacombs can open a little later. I also want to try." After defeating the 2 elite schools and a normal martial arts university taking first place, how much will NMU gain next year? Today, NMU's annual education funding was only a fraction of MCMU and CCMU's, about 5 billion. After defeating the 2 elite schools, it would not be difficult for NMU to double their education funding next year. Only by stepping on the shoulders of elite schools could normal martial arts universities have a chance to rise. MCMU was like this back then. NMU might not be able to do the same. This sentence was said in Wang Jinyong's heart. Chapter 3:12. At the same time, capital city, Lu Dali's face was full of struggle. Should I go or not? It was the National Rank 1 martial arts competition, a competition involving tens of thousands of martial artists. If he did not join in, what kind of reporter would he be? But he's already rank 4. Lu Dali was slightly regretful. Fong Ping was only a peak rank 3 before. What was there to be afraid of? Now that the guy had entered rank 4, the gap between them was slightly too big. How much stronger is a rank 4 martial artist compared to an upper stage rank 3? There are so many people. He won't notice me, right? Besides, I'm taking what I deserve. There's no need to be afraid of him. There are so many martial artists here. I don't believe that Fong Ping can beat me to death if no one stands up for me. I've spent all my money. I don't have any now. There's no point in him beating me up. As his thoughts ran wild, Lou Dolly suddenly gritted his teeth. The bold will die of starvation. If I don't go for such big news, how can I make a living as a reporter? Lou Dolly hesitated no more after making up his mind. He would go to Magic City, even if he did not have exclusive broadcasting rights this time. With his vision, he could focus on some people to report on. If these people made it to the top 100, his report would be valuable, and he could make a lot of money. At this moment, many people were rushing to Magic City. Even Sun City's Fong Yuan could not sit still anymore. Fong Yuan, who had completed her once honing, had recently increased her vitality again. Although she was still far from twice honing, she felt that she was very powerful now. If not for the fact that one had to be a rank 1 martial artist to sign up for the rank 1 competition, she would have signed up too. Scenic Lake Gardens. Fong Yuan was a little anxious. She could not help but say, "Dad, help me take a few days off. I want to go to Magic City." The national rank 1 competition was set to start on October 10th, but Fong Yuan had classes then. She could not go. No way. Fong Mingrong refused immediately. After a while, he said, "The competition is long. We'll see when it's time for the top 100. They could just watch the preliminary qualifiers on TV. They could go and watch the top 100 competition. Fong Mingrong actually wanted to go to Magic City to see his son. Ever since Fong Ping went to Magic City, he and Li Yueying had not been there even once. We still have to compete in the top 100. Fong Yuan looked regretful. After some thought, she said regretfully, "I don't think I can participate this time. I haven't reached rank 1 either. It's such a shame that the first place of rank 1 has been taken by someone else." Fong Mingrong rolled his eyes. His daughter had been too full of herself recently. Just because you've reached rank 1, you can get first place? Where did his confidence come from? There were countless rank 1 martial artists in the country, and many descendants of grandmasters. What did the little girl think the national martial arts competition was? Fong Yuan continued to sigh. There are so many prizes. The prize for first place is almost 10 million. No wonder Fong Ping said that improving one's ability is the only way to make money. I feel like I've lost out a lot this time. Otherwise, this 10 million would have been mine. All right. Fong Mingrong couldn't stand the girl's nagging and helplessly said, "Don't cause trouble for your brother and me. The family doesn't expect you to earn money." Fong Yuan was displeased. She immediately said, "Dad, you can't say that. Martial artists have to fight. Stop." Fong Mingrong couldn't stand it anymore. Could the little girl not use this against him? Study hard and keep up with your classes. When it's time for the top 100 competition, I'll ask for leave for you to go to Magic City. Your brother has bought a house there. You can go there and have a look. Really? Yes. Fong Mingrong then reminded her, "Girl, disband that club of yours as soon as possible. Also, return all the membership fees you've collected." "Dad," Fong Yuan pouted and mumbled, "it's only $10 a year, and I still have to rent a place. I'm teaching everyone stance training for free. It's not expensive at all, okay? Last year, I only got 10,000, no, more than $9,000 for the membership fee." Fong Yuan felt like she was losing out. She used to charge a separate fee for her pole standing classes, but Fong Ping said that pole standing could not be practiced too deeply. Most people would not be able to withstand the expenditure, so she stopped holding classes now. Only the core members of Yuan Ping Club and those from slightly wealthier families were now practicing pole standing. She did not pay these core members their salaries. Teaching them pole standing was their salary, and she was too embarrassed to charge them. Now, Fong Yuan felt that the more people there were, the less money she earned. It was not worth it at all. Fong Mingrong's head hurt. He did not say anything else. He stood up and said, "Do as you see fit. I'll tell your brother that you've recruited more than 10,000 people." "I didn't," Fong Yuan retorted immediately, feeling wronged. "It's only 5 or 6,000, not 10,000. Fong Mingrong's expression darkened, and he did not say anything. "Sun City is a big place. You're just a kid. Recruiting 5 or 6,000 people is still not enough." He could not control his daughter now. He would have to get Fong Ping to teach her a lesson later. October 8th, 6 days had passed since Fong Ping entered the energy room. In the energy room's lobby, Lu Fengru frowned slightly. "He's not out yet?" "Not yet." Song Ingji smiled bitterly. He coughed softly and said, "Instructor Lu, Fong Ping has spent 2,880 credits. He paid 1,500 credits in advance, so he's still a little short." "What do you think?" Lu Fengru glanced at him and said lightly, "What are you trying to say?" Seeing Lu Fengru about to start a fight at the slightest disagreement, Song Ingji felt tired. After a while, he said, "Nothing." Fong Ping had already owed 1,380 credits. This debt was really hard to settle. It was fine if it was a little less, but it was more than 1,000 credits. Song Ingji began to consider if he should prepare to take coercive measures. As he spoke, Fong Ping walked out of the passageway, his hair disheveled and his face dirty. His previously fair and clean face now had some stubble. 6 days and 6 nights. This time, he cultivated for a whole 6 days and 6 nights. If it were someone else, they would have broken down long ago. Fong Ping relied on his mentality to recover as he moved forward, keeping himself awake. Finally, after spending 6 days, he opened up the membrane between the atrium and ventricle, completing the honing of the heart as one. At this moment, he was more than halfway through the path of upper stage rank 4. There was only one path left, which was to communicate with the bridge of the heart, officially turning the heart into an engine that powered his body. Fong Ping glanced at his data absent-mindedly. He was still satisfied. This time, cultivating in the energy room did not consume much wealth. 375 million vitality. 1,800 calories, 2,090 calories plus mentality. 520 hertz, 699 hertz bones honed. 177 bones, 100%, 29 bones, 30% plus, not bad. The transformation of the heart has strengthened my physique. The upper limit has increased, and I can continue to increase my vitality. Before this, Fong Ping's vitality and mentality limit had not increased at all, because he had reached the limit of a stage. At this moment, as his heart was mostly modified, he could continue to increase his vitality and physique limit. As he thought about this, Fong Ping raised his head and saw Lu Fengru. He smiled immediately. "Teacher, why are you here?" Lu Fengru glanced at him and nodded slightly. "Not bad, but don't be too eager for quick success. You have to take things one bite at a time. You've cultivated for such a long time this time. You should settle down when you get back. Don't be too eager. You've just broken through to rank 4. On August 18th, Fong Ping broke through rank 4 and entered middle stage rank 4. Only 50 days had passed. For many rank 4 martial artists, they might not even be able to build a celestial bridge in 50 days. Yes, I know, but I've been stuck at middle stage rank 4 for a long time this time. It won't be a problem for me to enter upper stage rank for sooner. Song Ingji looked up at the ceiling. Have you been here for a long time? Why do I remember that it was only a few days since you last broke through? This was a middle-ranked cultivation, and now it involved the modification of the heart. How long did he spend in this process? A year? No. 2 years? It seemed closer to 3 years. Yes, closer to 3 years. Song Ingji remembered that he had spent almost 3 years going from middle stage rank 4 to upper stage. He had spent about 8 years on the whole rank 4 stage. Rank 5 was not a short stage either. He had spent about 10 years. It was considered fast. He had just turned 50 this year and entered rank 6. He was a dragon among men in Sino Nation. Before this, Song Ingji was actually quite satisfied. But now he felt that he was really old. But he was only 50. Teacher, let's go. Song Ingji was still doubting life. Fong Ping called Lu Fengru and left. Song Ingji thought that Fong Ping's mind might not be clear after cultivating for so long. He had to remind him, Fong Ping, you've cultivated for 6 days and 6 nights. It's already the 7th day. Oh, thank you for your concern, Teacher Song. I'm fine. Song Ingji's expression darkened. Am I showing concern? I'm reminding you, you're playing dumb with me, kid? You've cultivated for so many days. The credits you paid in advance. There's nothing left, right? Fong Ping. Song Ingji's expression darkened. He was ready to flip out. I knew you, kid. Want to go back on your words? Fong Ping was a little embarrassed. He said dryly, Teacher, I didn't expect my cultivation to take so long this time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come to the energy room. Do you really think I've forgotten? The point is that it's too expensive. I thought the 1,500 credits I paid in advance would be enough. Tens of millions. A few days of cultivation isn't enough? Who knew that honing the heart would be so difficult? It took me 6 or 7 days to complete the unification of the atrium and ventricle. Now you want me to pay up? Isn't this cutting my flesh? Out of the 15,500 credits I earned previously, only 14,000 credits are left now. If he asked Fong Ping to pay up more credits, he would break down. Song Ingji said impatiently, That's your problem. Kid, did I force you to come? When you entered the door, Old Song was shouting Old Song, inflated to the limit, extremely arrogant. Now, when it's time to pay up, you shrivel up. Fong Ping was helpless. After a while, he said, Teacher, give me a discount. This time, I've cultivated for so long. You should give me a discount, right? Sorry, no. Song Ingji rejected him directly. How could he give him a discount? Fong Ping looked at Lu Fengru. She did not seem to hear their conversation. It was not like Fong Ping did not have money. There was no need to worry about him. 30 million in cash. Is that enough? Fong Ping wanted to vomit blood. Cultivating here is too expensive. I won't come again, even if you beat me to death. If he used his wealth to restore his vitality, he might not have spent so much. No, he definitely would not have spent so much. Of course, cultivating in the energy room was not without its benefits. The overflow of energy honed the whole body. Still, it was too expensive. 1,380 credits. 30 million isn't enough. Now, credits are inflated. They're not worth much. Then you can discuss the exchange rate with the school. Then, teacher, you can help me pay up the 10 million you owe me. That should be enough. Song Ingji was confused. When did I owe you 10 million? Did Fong Ping just say it? Fong Ping did not say anything else. He took out a bank card and threw it on the table. He said quickly, There's 30 million in there. The password is written on the back. Teacher, I'll leave first. This time, Fong Ping ran away quickly. He did not stop at all. Fong Ping, Song Ingji shouted. He looked at Lu Fengru, who had not left, and said helplessly, This kid, Instructor Lu Fengru laughed and said, I still have some cultivation time this year, right? Yes, quite a lot. If it's not enough, deduct it from me. I don't need it anyway. At this moment, Lu Fengru had already passed this stage. The energy room had a limited effect on her, unless it was an energy mine. However, as a peak rank 6 instructor, she had a lot of free cultivation time every year. Song Ingji did not say anything after hearing that. Lu Fengru did not say much either. She quickly left the energy room. Outside the energy room, Fong Ping was looking around. When he saw Lu Fengru come out, he said quickly, "Teacher, old Song did not chase after us. Did you stop him?" Lu Fengru glanced at him. After a while, she said, "You're so stingy. Are you saving so many credits to eat?" "I have to prepare for the future. Cultivation costs too much." Fong Ping sighed. "I thought I could use up to rank 6 with more than 10,000 credits. Who knew it would be so cheap?" "It's not that cultivation costs too much. It's that you spend too much." Lu Fengru shook her head slightly. "This kid used the energy room as a hotel. He stayed there for 6 to 7 days. How could he not spend a lot of money? Even the instructors could not bear to do that, let alone Fong Ping." In just a few days, Fong Ping's 4 chambers had merged into one. This speed was extremely shocking. "How long will it take to reach upper stage rank 4? 3 to 5 days at the fastest. 10 to half a month at the slowest." Fong Ping replied and said, "Teacher, the grand martial arts competition is starting soon. This time, you have to help me control the situation. Otherwise, I'm afraid I won't be able to. Go find Wu Quishan. The vice-chancellor is not willing. If it were me, I wouldn't be willing either." It was rare that Lu Fengru did not say anything bad about Wu Quishan. She said helplessly, "Your martial arts society has 5 to 6 billion saved up. Are you going to keep it like this? If the martial arts society doesn't want to spend it, give it to the school. The money is just a number." "Vice-chancellor, you're eyeing my money?" Fong Ping was shocked. "The martial arts society's money, not yours." Lu Fengru corrected him. "It's a concept," Fong Ping mumbled. Money moved people's hearts. The martial arts society had too much money. He did not expect that even Wu Quishan would be tempted. He had to spend it as soon as possible. "I know. This money will be gone soon. I'll give everyone a year's salary first." Fong Ping had already thought it through. He would give everyone a year's welfare first, including his. The Martial Arts Society's annual welfare, according to the current situation, was close to 3 billion. The rest of the money would be used to subsidize the new students. There would not be much left. Lu Fengru did not say anything. "You're really capable, giving a year's welfare in advance. Don't you feel guilty?" Fong Ping did not think so much. He could receive 6,000 credits a year in the Martial Arts Society. He could increase his wealth by another 120 million. When the time came, he would have 20,000 credits in his hands. He would see if he could sell them. Could he think of a way to accumulate 1 billion wealth and see if the system could be upgraded? "I don't need much. Just give me a storage ring or a storage warehouse. It's too troublesome without this." Fong Ping was a little helpless. If he had a storage ring or something like that, he and Qin Fengqin would have gained more. Everything in that basilica could be moved away, including those tables and chairs. Those were valuable too. Energy lamps and the like did not have to be dismantled and taken away. They could be packaged up as a whole. Their value would increase too. 1 billion wealth. There's still a big gap. "I haven't honed my skull either." "Forget it. I'll put skull honing aside for now. I'll try to save 1 billion wealth." After entering rank 4, Fong Ping's recovery speed increased. His consumption of wealth was much less. Perhaps he would be able to save 1 billion in no time. Lu Fengru did not care what he was thinking. After walking for a while, she said, "Nanjiang's Zhang Dingnan is looking for you. He wants you to call him back. Call him yourself later." "Why is Governor General Zhang looking for me?" "I don't know. It doesn't look like something good. Take it easy. Let me know if there's anything." "Aha, got it." Chapter 313. On the way back, Fong Ping called the Nanjiang governor's office. In the cultivation room, in order not to be disturbed, things like mobile phones were not to be brought in. When the call connected, Zhang Dingnan did not say anything to him. Instead, he told him that the governor's office's minister Zhang Yuqiang had arrived in Magic City and hoped that Fong Ping could receive him. Fong Ping was speechless. Just for this? The minister of the Nanjiang governor's office was still a local official. Would he be afraid that no one would receive him when he came to Magic City? However, Zhang Dingnan had spoken. Fong Ping guessed that there must be something else, so he agreed without much consideration. Half an hour later, in a coffee shop outside MCMU, Fong Ping had seen Zhang Yuqiang a few times. He should be Zhang Dingnan's confidant. Although his strength had not entered rank 6, he was still a peak rank 5 powerhouse. Seeing Fong Ping, Zhang Yuqiang sighed. In the blink of an eye, Student Fong has become the president of MCMU's Martial Arts Society. Heroes come from youth. Minister Zhang, you flatter me, Fong Ping said politely. He sat down and looked around. Zhang Yuqiang was alone. There was no one else. There were very few people around. Zhang Yuqiang was not in a hurry to get down to business. He chuckled. Magic City has been very lively these days. I heard that the National Rank 1 martial arts competition is hosted by President Fong? Minister Zhang, don't call me president. Just call me Fong Ping. Ha, that's good. Don't stand on ceremony with me. If you don't mind, call me Big Brother Zhang. Big Brother Chang is fine too. It makes me look younger. Zhang Yuqiang responded with a smile. Fong Ping did not stand on ceremony. Zhang Yuqiang was Nanjiang's official. There was no harm in getting close to him. Big Brother Zhang came to Magic City this time. On one hand, there are many rank 1 martial artists in Nanjiang who came to participate in the martial arts competition. Some of them are government personnel. That's why I brought a team here. On the other hand, Zhang Yuqiang paused and said softly, Nanjiang's catacombs are about to open. You know about it, right? Yes. Fong Ping's expression became more serious. He said, Can you determine the specific time now? I can't be too specific. According to experience, it should be around December or January next year. 2 months at the shortest, or 3 months at the longest. Zhang Yuqiang said, You participated in the evil sect extermination before. You know the inside story. When the catacombs were about to open, it was also the time when the evil sects were the most active. However, ever since the last encirclement, the evil sect's activities had become more cautious. There were definitely still some evil sect powerhouses hiding in Nanjiang. But there are a lot of things going on in Nanjiang now, and it's impossible for the grandmasters to stay in Nanjiang all the time. There's no way for them to search everywhere. It's a waste of time and effort, and there's not much to be gained. Fong Ping looked at him without saying a word, and there might be people from the cult within the Nanjiang governor's office. Zhang Yuqiang's voice was so soft that it was almost inaudible. Fong Ping heard it clearly, though. He frowned slightly. The governor has always wanted to get rid of these people, but unfortunately, he never had the chance to do so. It's also hard for him to find any evidence that can be used against him. Therefore, this time, I came to Shanghai with the intention of asking for Brother Fong's help. Me? Fong Ping smiled bitterly. Big Brother Zhang, you think too highly of me. Even a grandmaster can't do anything. What can I do? Brother Fong is too humble. Zhang Yuqiang said with a straight face, You're now the president of MCMU's Martial Arts Society, and you're also from Nanjiang. You can say that you're the link between Nanjiang and MCMU. When Nanjiang's catacombs opens, whether MCMU will send reinforcements or not has a lot to do with Brother Fong. Moreover, you're also the most outstanding prodigy martial artist among the younger generation of Sino Nation. Your progress is extremely fast. In the outside world, you're also very famous. People like President Wang are much weaker than you. When you were at rank 3, you killed a rank 4, and even killed a rank 5. Now, you've stepped into the middle ranks at the fastest speed. We know that, and so do the evil sect martial artists. When Nanjiang's catacombs opens, your existence, Fong Ping, will also be a variable. If the evil sect really makes a move, it's impossible that they won't notice you. Fong Ping frowned. They won't dare to make a move against me, will they? I'm in MCMAU. I have a few grandmasters and a large group of rank 6 powerhouses. There are countless grandmasters in Magic City. Unless the evil sect, martial artists send a few rank 9, they'll be courting death. Yes. Therefore, if you're in Magic City, they definitely won't dare to make a move. Fong Ping's pupils contracted slightly. He asked softly, "What does Big Brother Zhang mean?" Zhang Yuqiang said softly, "The governor hopes that Brother Fong can make a trip out of Magic City." Out of Magic City? Head to Nanjiang in secret to discuss with the governor about MCMAU's reinforcements after the catacombs opens. You want me to be the bait? Fong Ping's expression changed slightly. Zhang Yuqiang said in a low voice, "The goal is actually not those people from the evil sects, but those people from the governor's office. The news of your return to Nanjiang will be deliberately leaked, and only those few people will know. When the time comes, your whereabouts will be leaked, and we will know who leaked it. Then we will clean up the internal spies. Some people held high positions. If they were not dealt with now, once the catacombs opened, it would be very easy for big problems to arise. Don't worry, there will be people protecting you along the way." Fong Ping's expression changed again. He said dryly, "I'm not suitable. Am I? I'm just a rank 4 martial artist. Would they take the risk to kill me?" "Younger brother Fong, I've said it before. You're the link between Nanjiang and MCMEU. Maybe it wasn't enough in the past, but now that you're the president of the Martial Arts Society, you have the right to do so. I think the people from the evil sect are also aware of the status of the president of the Martial Arts Society. Moreover, you're not just any ordinary martial arts society president. In MCMU, the few reorganizations that have taken place have a lot to do with you, including the time when the 10 high grandmasters went to Capital City. Actually, some people also said that it was your idea. You're the #1 prodigy among MCMU's current students." Zhang Yuqiang's words were not stingy with flattery, but Fong Ping said dryly, "Big Brother Zhang really thinks too highly of me. I'm actually just a nobody in MCMU. I don't have the right to participate in important decisions, including helping Nanjiang. If it were any other time, Fong Ping would definitely brag about himself. But now he could not brag. Not only could he not brag, but he also had to say that he was unimportant. Letting him be the bait was something that could cost someone his life. If the evil sect took it seriously and sent high ranks to ambush and kill him, he would die. Who could he go to reason with? As for protection, even if there was, it would not be in the vicinity. That would be noticed. When Nanjiang's grandmasters came to help, Fong Ping would be dead. What kind of help would there be? Would the evil sect martial artists come to ambush him? Fong Ping felt that if he really did, as Zhang Dingnan and the others said, the possibility was very high. A genius. Only if he was alive would he be a genius. If Fong Ping died, even if MCMEU's grandmasters were angry and would find trouble with the evil sect, they might not continue to help Nanjiang. After all, large-scale help would cost lives. MCMU was only responsible for the cleanup of Magic City's catacombs. Going to other places to help out was out of humanitarianism. If they did not go, no one would say anything. Seeing that Fong Ping was evading, Zhang Yuqiang sighed and said, "Younger brother Fong, we also know that we're making things difficult for you. Originally, NMU's president Wang wanted to step up, but to be honest, President Wang's appearance might not be effective. NMU, where Wang Jinyang was, had to fight. Killing Wang Jinyang would not have much of an effect. Wang Jinyang was a genius, but he had not grown up yet. The use of a genius was only SO. At most, using him as a rank 6 was already thinking highly of him. Fong Ping was different. There were many people who were connected to him. If necessary, he could even invite those MCMU grandmasters who had graduated. Zhang Dingnan might not even be able to invite these grandmasters. Fong Ping's head hurt. He continued to remain silent. A 10,000-mile-long dike can be destroyed by an ant's nest. No matter how strong the enemies outside are, we're not afraid. What we're afraid of is internal problems. Zhang Yuqiang continued to sigh. Especially now, among the people who are suspected, there's a higher-up in Nanjiang Military Department, Fong Ping. If such a higher-up betrays us, then we'll be in big trouble. After our people enter the catacombs, when the passageway just opens and is destroyed, everyone who enters will fall into the catacombs, including the Grandmaster powerhouses. However, without any evidence, we can't casually deal with and restrict a higher-up powerhouse who is working hard for the country. Suspicion and house arrest without evidence will cause even more trouble. Everyone might even be in danger. At this time, Nanjiang needs everyone to be united, not panicking. Big Brother Zhang. Fong Ping interrupted him and smiled bitterly. I'm only rank 4. If I encounter a rank 5 powerhouse, I can still hold on for a while. If I encounter a rank 6, I'll be in danger. If it's a high rank, maybe I'll explode from the pressure of their mentality. Big Brother Zhang, it's not that I'm evading, but this is really too dangerous. How about you guys find a rank 6 powerhouse and try? It doesn't have to be someone from MCMU. For example, someone from CCMU or other martial arts universities. Yes, CCMU's Li Hansong is more suitable. He's not from Nanjiang. Zhang Yuqiang said helplessly. Martial artists still have a stronger sense of region. Moreover, CCMU belongs to the north, and Nanjiang belongs to the south. CCMU won't help Nanjiang on a large scale. Everyone has their own missions. We found you after considering many aspects. You can also be trusted. If we really find Li Hansong, people will suspect if we're bait and increase the enemy's vigilance. Fong Ping's head was as big as a cow's. He exhaled and said, Then I'll think about it. Younger brother Fong, I hope you can give us a reply as soon as possible. Of course, we won't force it. Zhang Yuqiang laughed. This is indeed a very big risk. Even the governor can't guarantee 100% safety. It's reasonable for younger brother Fong to have concerns. However, the governor said that if younger brother Fong agrees, he can give the crimson saber he used in rank 6 to you. That's an A-class alloy Changdao. It was specially forged by the governor when he cultivated a few major saber techniques. It's more suitable for the saber technique he created. Younger brother Fong learned the governor's saber technique. With the A-class custom-made crimson saber, your strength is 3 times stronger. If you encounter a powerhouse whose weapon is not as good as yours, you can break the other party's weapon with 1 slash. When that time comes, you can even kill a rank 5 powerhouse. This saber also took the governor's savings and effort for many years. How heavy is it? Fong Ping asked subconsciously. He then coughed dryly, as if he was not the one who asked the question. 40 caddies. Zhang Yuqiang's reply was straightforward. If he wanted a horse to run, he had to eat some grass. B-class alloy, 100 credits / kg. A-class alloy, on the other hand, doubled. In other words, this saber was worth 4,000 credits. Zhang Yuqiang continued, This is specially made. It's not just about the grade of the alloy. In order to forge this saber, the governor hired a few top-notch powerhouses from the weapons company who were good at forging to personally forge it. Not only that, the governor's vitality has been nourishing it for decades. It's not something that can be compared to weapons made on the production line. After becoming a grandmaster, the governor has never stopped nourishing it. He even started nourishing it with his mentality. Today, this saber is the top-notch kind among A-class weapons. Before you become a grandmaster, you can use it until peak rank 6. It won't be outdated. Don't change weapons too often. Fong Ping did not say anything. He needed to be alive to wield it. Big brother Zhang, let me think about it. The martial arts competition is starting the day after tomorrow. I'm afraid I won't have time to do anything else. Zhang Yuqiang was slightly disappointed, but he still nodded and said, "Go do what you need to do, old brother Fong. When you're done thinking about it, you can contact me, but don't go into too much detail over the phone. Nowadays, technology has advanced. The risk of information being leaked is also high." I understand. After saying that, Fong Ping thought for a while and said, "Can I tell my instructors and the others? Try not to." "Of course, if you want to tell them, I hope it's limited to Instructor Liu." Instructor Liu and the governor are very close. Fong Ping raised his eyebrows. What did he mean? Were these two really having an affair? Back then, Lu Fengru had said that Zhang Dingnan used to chase after her relentlessly. Could it be true? Without asking any further, Fong Ping left quickly. McMao. Fong Ping rubbed his forehead. This matter was not easy to reply to. Reject? If he rejected, if there was really a higher-up in Nanjiang, who was a spy of the evil sect, once Nanjiang's catacombs opened and a large number of people entered, the other party would turn traitor. That would be troublesome. The passageway that was opened for the first time was not very stable. It was very easy to get into trouble. Once it was sealed, the people who were trapped inside would die almost without a doubt. Although it was not Fong Ping's turn to worry about this kind of thing, he also believed that Zhang Dingnan and the others would definitely be prepared. However, it was better to be safe than sorry. What if there was an oversight? Agree? If he agreed, the risk would be too great. It would be fine if the evil sect did not pay too much attention to it. If a rank 5 ambushed him, he could still escape even if he could not beat them. Even a rank 6 might not be able to kill him instantly. What he was afraid of was a high rank. That would really be an instant kill. Moreover, if he really agreed in order to lure out the spy, he might have to create some momentum and expand Fong Ping's influence and importance. When that time came, the risk would be even greater. This is not easy. Although Zhang Yuqiang did not use national justice to pressure me, the more he did so, the more difficult it would be. Fong Ping's head hurt. If Zhang Yuqiang really used national justice and Nanjiang's survival to pressure him, Fong Ping might really ignore him. It was not Fong Ping's responsibility if something happened to them, letting the evil sect people sneak in and even reach a high position. If something happened, it would be their own fault. But now, Zhang Yuqiang kept his mouth shut and did not mention these things. What he talked about with him was his hometown and interests. His attitude was that it did not matter if Fong Ping agreed or not. If that was the case, it would be hard for him to refuse. Nanjiang, Fong Ping murmured. Nanjiang's main force against the catacombs was actually Nanjiang's own people. If something really happened to the catacombs, he was afraid that Nanjiang's family would cry. I'm also afraid of death, Fong Ping murmured softly, and then said to himself, I dare to raid the catacombs' powerhouse's lair. I can even provoke rank 8 Beast King. I really haven't met a high rank from the evil sect. Should I try it on Qin Fengqin? Fong Ping sighed, shaking his head without saying a word. Qin Fengqin was useless. If he really wanted to find someone else, Wang Jinyang would do it himself. When Zhang Yuqiang said that Wang Jinyang wanted to take this mission, Fong Ping still believed him. That fellow was clear about both public and private motives. He would still not pass on this kind of thing. Thinking of this, Fong Ping shook his head again. Chapter 314, Villa Number 8. Lu Fengru leaned lazily on the sofa. Fong Ping followed suit and leaned lazily on the other sectional sofa. Lu Fengru stared at him for a while before saying, Get someone to send me a new set of sofas later. Fong Ping was stunned. He was talking business. Why did the topic change to the sofa? How many days have you not showered? Lu Fengru asked with some disdain. Needless to say, at least 6 or 7 days. Instructor, it's not about showering now. Fong Ping was a little resentful. What was she talking about? Lu Fengru sneered and said lightly, 2 choices. First, reject. Second, accept. It's just a choice between the two. What's so hard about it? If you reject, then forget about it. You're the president of MCMU Martial Arts Society, not the president of NMU Martial Arts Society. Nanjiang has no right to make you do anything. Do you think Zhang Dingnan is so easy to talk to? Why didn't he force you to fight? Because he doesn't have the right. So, if you reject, don't worry about it. If you're worried about your family, then bring them to Magic City. The evil sect martial artists aren't idiots. If you act like this has nothing to do with you, would they dare to provoke you? Do they really think they have nothing better to do and want to kill individual geniuses? Second, if you accept the mission, there will definitely be a high-rank ambush. Fong Ping was stunned. There will definitely be a high rank? Nonsense. When you were at rank 3, your battle record was escaping from a rank 6. Are the evil sect martial artists idiots? Now that you've entered rank 4, will they take the risk of letting you escape for revenge and attack you? So if you do, there will definitely be a high rank. Lu Fengru said indifferently. Zhang Dingnan not only wants to find the traitor, but he also wants to take the opportunity to lure out the evil sect's high rank. A high rank's destructive power is actually more terrifying than a traitor. If the evil sect wants to attack you, there will definitely be a high rank. Fong Ping's pupils contracted slightly. Before this, he thought that the evil sect might not necessarily send out a high-rank combat strength. After all, for evil sects that were hiding, high-rank combat strength was very precious. Now that Lu Fengru said this, Fong Ping understood that it was not necessarily, there would definitely be a high rank. Noticing Fong Ping's silence, Lu Fengru continued, if you encounter a high rank from a distance with the strength of your mentality, you might not die. However, if the opponent got within 30 meters of you, you would definitely die within 2 seconds. I'm talking about rank 7 martial artists. Of course, the probability of the other party dispatching a rank 8 golden body powerhouse is extremely low. If you accept this mission, rank 7 martial artists won't be able to protect you. If you're too far away, you'll die before they can save you. Therefore, we must have a rank 8 or even a rank 9 lurking in the dark to protect your life at the critical moment. After saying that, Lu Fengru added, also, to ensure a certain level of safety, at least 2 rank 8s. You too? Fong Ping was stunned once again. As if he had thought of something, he said with rapt attention, you're saying that if there's only one person, maybe he'll watch me die. I'm just saying it's possible. No one knows what these Grandmaster rankers are thinking. If they let 2 of them restrain each other, no matter if they have other plans or not, they will save you in time. But if there's only one of them, it might not be the case. 2 rank 8 golden body powerhouses. Fong Ping said bitterly, Nanjiang doesn't have rank 8s. There were grandmasters in Nanjiang. Zhang Dingnan was not the only one. However, Nanjiang's grandmasters were all rank 7. Isn't Zhang Dingnan sending me to my death? Fong Ping complained. Lu Fengru sneered. That might not be the case. Maybe Zhang Dingnan wants you to understand that it's very dangerous, extremely dangerous. He wants to see if you, Fong Ping, can get a rank 8 golden body powerhouse to help you, like Wu Quishan. Once Wu Quishan makes a move this time, he will make a move the moment the Nanjiang catacombs opens for whatever purpose. After hearing this, Fong Ping was suddenly not in a hurry to talk about this. Instead, he smiled and asked, Instructor, do the Vice-Chancellor and Governor-General Zhang know each other? Yes, I think they've known each other for quite a few years. More than 30 years. We've known each other for so many years. Governor-General Zhang actually asked for MCMU's help, but not the Vice-Chancellor, but me. Tiske, what a... Before he could finish his sentence, the sofa exploded with a bang. Fong Ping himself was also lying on the ground. He was almost out of breath from the pressure of Lu Fengru's mentality and force. Lu Fengru's mentality might not be too strong. At least, relatively speaking, Fong Ping could still withstand it. However, the crucial point was that both of them were too close. Fong Ping did not have the slightest bit of defense either. In an instant, he was pressed to the ground. Trouble comes from the mouth. Have you ever learned this saying? Lu Fengru's expression was indifferent, as if she did not see Fong Ping's predicament. She continued, "This has nothing to do with personal friendship. Wu Quishan is thinking about MCMU. Zhang Dingnan is thinking about Nanjiang. I've said it before. Don't treat MCMU as a school. You can treat it as a force. Wu Quishan and Zhang Dingnan are the leaders of two forces respectively. Although everyone has a common enemy, the problem of Magic City's catacombs has not been solved. If there are too many losses in Nanjiang, what will MCMU do next? MCMU's current status is also the result of countless people fighting and fighting, using fresh blood and lives. Zhang Dingnan and Wu Quishan's personal friendship is only average. Even if they were blood brothers at this moment, Wu Quishan would not rashly agree to help Nanjiang. Fong Ping quietly crawled up from the ground. He looked at the sofa that had been blown into pieces and sighed helplessly. He simply sat on the ground and said, "Then why is Governor General Zhang still looking for me? The Vice-Chancellor will not agree to help Nanjiang. That's not necessarily true." Lu Fengru smiled. Faintly, "You still don't understand. Martial arts universities claim to be governed by the Martial Arts Society and the school leaders. The president of the Martial Arts Society can also be seen as one of MCMU's leaders. This has nothing to do with strength. It's the meaning of the Martial Arts Society and the student body. Once you agree to help Nanjiang, then the school's warmongers will choose to support you. When that time comes, MCMU will be propped on a bonfire. As one of the famous schools, there are many people in the school who want to fight. If we don't fight now, it will not be in line with the spirit of martial arts universities. If we dare to fight, we will fight, and we will never avoid fighting. If no one brings it up, none of this will be a problem. We have Magic City's catacombs to guard. But if someone does bring it up, and it's not just anyone who brings it up, at this time, we have to fight even if we don't want to." Fong Ping had not reacted to it before. Now that he heard it, he immediately frowned. Is Zhang Dingnan scheming against me? Once he brought up the matter of helping, MCMU would be pushed to the teeth of the storm. It might lead to a lot of trouble. It's not really scheming. Lu Fengru smiled. Faintly, Zhang Dingnan has already reached the point where he wants to try even if there's a glimmer of hope. He's a Nanjiang citizen, born and raised in Nanjiang. Moreover, he's rooted in Nanjiang all his life. Ever since he took up the position of Nanjiang's Governor General, his philosophy has been to live for Nanjiang in this lifetime. And you are also a Nanjiang citizen. Perhaps in his eyes, it's only right for Nanjiang citizens to lay down their lives and shed their blood for Nanjiang. Do you understand? Of course, he hasn't reached such an extreme point yet, but taking some risks and contributing to Nanjiang is still something he should do. Actually, Zhang Dingnan thinks too highly of Nanjiang. Lu Fengru shook her head slightly. Nanjiang's current preparations are actually extremely sufficient. The central government and the military department have all done their preparations. Other places have done the same. For Nanjiang, there's no difference at all. However, Zhang Dingnan is still widely inviting martial artists from all over to participate in the battle of defense. This is because he thinks too highly of Nanjiang and doesn't want any slip-ups. Zhang Dingnan is a good governor general. This is undeniable, but if we add a prefix, he's just a good governor general of Nanjiang. All right, the topic is a little off topic. Lu Fengru did not continue on this topic. However, after some thought, she added, the older generation of martial artists all have their limitations. They're very territorial. On the contrary, the younger generation of martial artists don't think so highly of it. People of Zhang Dingnan's generation valued their hometown more than the people of today. Not only Zhang Dingnan, but many of the older generation of martial artists were the same. In the catacombs of their hometown, they could lay down their lives and shed their blood. They could die with no regrets and never cherish their lives. However, once external help was needed, these people would shirk it or simply not contribute. It was impossible to say that they were bad people. They fought bloody battles in the catacombs of their hometown. Father and son were soldiers, grandfather and grandson were soldiers for 3 generations. It was not uncommon for the whole family to enter the catacombs. Dying in the catacombs was common. Could such people be said to be bad people? This included Donglin Martial Arts University's Chun Jiaxing's grandfather and the Chun family. They fought to the death for Donglin and died without regrets. If it were any other place, the old grandmaster of the Qin family might not fight to the death. If you thought that he had limitations, that he was stubborn, that was only your personal opinion. They were still heroes. Fong Ping exhaled and said, "Then what should I do? I don't know. It's your choice. I'm only your martial arts instructor. I have no right to decide whether you live or die. Martial artists work for the public and also for their own interests. Martial artists have the greatest public and the greatest selfishness. From a moral point of view, I hope that you go, but from a selfish point of view, I hope that you don't accept it. When a high-ranked powerhouse makes a move, you can only bet on luck. If there are 2 rank 8s protecting me, will my safety be guaranteed? There will be. Of course, sometimes luck is bad. That can't be helped." Lu Fengru shook her head. If luck was bad, even with a rank 9 protecting him, he would still die. This was hard to say. Will the vice-chancellor agree to protect me? Not necessarily. Lu Fengru then said, MCMU's grandmasters might not agree, because this will sink MCMU into a quagmire. Of course, if you really bring it up, even if they are unwilling, they might not reject it. But think about it. If you die, MCMU won't have to be involved in Nanjiang's quagmire. The corner of Fong Ping's mouth twitched. Fine. Even if she asked him to do it now, he would not dare to do it. Then a rank 8 golden body and a rank 7. Will that work? It's also possible. The 2's existence is mainly a restraint, giving the greatest guarantee of safety. At the crucial moment, if the rank 8 is willing to help, the situation can be controlled. As she said that, Lu Fengru said, Zhang Dingnan might be able to get a rank 8 to help. You didn't ask about this? Fong Ping smiled bitterly. I don't dare to believe what politicians say. If I really accept the mission, then I will definitely look for people myself. I'm afraid that when the time comes, Governor General Zhang will say, one person's life is a small matter, but Nanjiang's is a big matter. If that happens, I won't be able to find my head to cry even if I cry. Lu Fengru could not help but laugh. At least you're not completely stupid. Although Zhang Dingnan might not do that, if he really encounters a situation where he has to choose between 2, it's hard to say whether he will kill the evil sect's high rank or save you. I can think of that. Fong Ping shook his head lightly. He did not have any complaints. It was still the same sentence. Everyone's perspective was different. In other words, if 2 people were in trouble, Fong Ping naturally had his own choice whether to save his sister or a genius martial artist. Instructor, I'll leave first. Fong Ping did not say anything else. He stood up and walked out. After a few steps, Lu Fengru said, remember to get someone to send me a sofa. Got it. Fong Ping did not mind. A sofa was only worth a little. If he stepped on a piece of floorboard outside, he would be fined hundreds of thousands. Only after Fong Ping left did Lu Fengru murmur, this kid, what will he choose? It was the 8th when he came out of the energy room. The people from the Martial Arts Society had received the news that Fong Ping had come out of closed-door cultivation, but they still could not find him. Not only the 8th, but the 9th also did not see Fong Ping. Until late at night on the 9th, the people from the Martial Arts Society were anxious. Tomorrow was the opening ceremony of the Martial Arts Grand Competition. If Fong Ping did not show up, this matter would be difficult to handle. Fortunately, Fong Ping appeared late at night, inside the Martial Arts Society. Seeing Fong Ping, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Liang Fenghua also breathed a sigh of relief. You're finally here. If you didn't come, these guys would have forced me to attend the opening ceremony. I don't know what to say. What about Xie Lei and Qin Fengqing? I can't find them. Fong Ping snorted. They have the position of vice president. Do they only receive benefits and not work? Chun Wenlong is in the military department. Some of our students will enter the military department to train. These two guys are just idlers. In the crowd, Zhang Ziwei bit her lip and said Xie Lei went to the catacombs. Magic City catacombs? No, East Woodland catacombs. Fong Ping frowned again. Why didn't they report to the Martial Arts Society when they went to the catacombs? Forget it, let's not care about these two guys. After the opening ceremony tomorrow, distribute next year's benefits. Withhold these guys' benefits first. Without my permission, don't distribute them. As he said that, Fong Ping did not care about what the others thought. He continued, for tomorrow's opening ceremony, let all the current Martial Arts Society members go out. Wear the same uniform and carry weapons. Don't let MCMU and the Martial Arts Society's reputation be tarnished. Oh, and those who are not members of the Martial Arts Society, those who are in the ranks, go to the logistics department tomorrow to get your standard weapons and uniforms. Gather at the city stadium. Make a show of strength and let the outside world know that MCMU has countless strong soldiers and that one school is comparable to a province. The crowd did not mind. Fong Ping wanted to save face and make a show of strength, so they would give him face. It was a small matter. Fu Chongding asked, what about the weapons of the non-members? The Martial Arts Society bought them with money. Give them to them for free. Tell them to work hard and don't waste my efforts. Everyone gave him a sidelong glance. So generous? Fong Ping said nonchalantly, these few days, I've spent all the Martial Arts Society's money so that the school leaders won't keep thinking about it. I've only saved about 5 billion. What's there to be jealous about? I asked the school to organize a donation for the school anniversary, but the school didn't agree. Now that we've collected enough, the school wants it. If they don't give it to the school, we'll split it 50-50. The crowd did not know whether to laugh or cry, but they were overjoyed. If they really distributed a year's worth of benefits, it would be a lot of money. Oh, right. Leave some cash later. I still have a batch of credits here. Use them to pay the bills at the school. The crowd did not mind. This was a small matter. Credits and money had similar uses in school. There was no difference. Chapter 3:15, October 10th. The opening ceremony of the National Rank 1 Martial Arts Competition was held in Magic City Stadium. Early in the morning, countless media reporters gathered outside the city stadium. He's here, someone among the reporters shouted. Soon, everyone turned to look at the crowd. So many people, someone murmured. Then, everyone was shocked. For those who had never entered the catacombs, the sight of thousands of martial artists armed to the teeth was still extremely shocking. In the modern era, they had never seen a team of 1,000 martial artists appear together. At this moment, someone suddenly shouted, "Look at the sky!" Everyone was taken aback and looked up at the sky. Following that, many people were shocked. A sky flying expert. So many. Inhuman. The crowd instantly became noisy. Everyone had seen videos of experts flying in the air, but they were only videos, and only a few people had done it. At this moment, in the sky above the MCMEU crowd, hundreds of powerhouses were walking in the air, carrying swords and sabers. Other than shock, there was only shock. Above the crowd, Old Man Lee touched the white wig he was wearing. His long hair fluttered in the wind. He felt a little uncomfortable. He cursed, "Mother asterisk cur. Who did he learn this from? Why doesn't this bastard wear a wig? Oh, right, where is he?" Tang Feng, who was at the side, had a cold expression. He snorted coldly and said, "In the morning, he asked me to wear the lion head mask, saying that it looked impressive. I beat him up, so I should go and get my swelling reduced." Old Man Lee immediately fell silent. The instructors at the side tried to stifle their laughter. Luo Yichuan also laughed for a while before saying, "Is there any use in doing this?" In the wee hours of the morning, Fong Ping, the uninvited guest, visited the instructors in the dormitory area one by one. In short, they were here to cheer for him, for MCMU, for mankind. Yes, for the sake of humanity, for the sake of stimulating everyone's desire for martial arts, and for the sake of making the weak yearn. If you can do it, so can I. Today, you can fly, but in the future, I can replace you. As for MCMU, of course, it was to demonstrate MCMEU's strength to the outside world. There were countless powerhouses in the flight stance. Of course, insiders knew that MCMU might not be as strong as CCMEU. However, in the eyes of outsiders, MCMU was too powerful. A few hundred powerhouses in the flight stance. Did CCMU have that many people? Without concrete evidence, the public was more willing to believe what they saw. The instructor of the School of Weaponry was a must. The instructors from the School of Liberal Arts and the other schools should think about it. If they did not go, then the allocation of the Martial Arts Society's resources would once again tilt towards the School of Weaponry. Now that Fong Ping had taken over as the president of the Martial Arts Society, he did not give too many resources to the major academies. Because of the sufficient funds at present, the Faculty of Liberal Arts had obtained many opportunities, including the martial arts competition this time. Many students of the Faculty of Liberal Arts had participated in it, which were all received as tasks and were rewarded with credits. The Martial Arts Society was the one who financed the distribution of the standard weapons. Although Fong Ping did not make any overt threats, the underlying meaning was clear. It was good for everyone. If they did not support him this time, the other academies would not be able to take advantage of him next time. In just one night, Fong Ping had roped in close to 200 instructors to help out. That was how everyone saw the scene of a large number of powerhouses flying in the air. The dean of the School of Social Sciences, Chen Zhenhua, smiled and said, "According to my understanding, this kid is trying to create a brand effect. Even good wine is afraid of being hidden too deep. If MCMU wants to grow stronger, it will be very helpful to recruit more good seedlings. If the outside world knows about MCMU's strength, it will also help to promote some of our industries. There are still benefits." Tang Feng frowned slightly and said, "Although I don't really like this method, I still understand the benefits. But if he does this, I'm afraid it won't end well. MCMU has been too high-profile recently, so high-profile that it has caused some people to dislike it. Others aside, CCMU is holding a championship at the end of the year. I'm afraid it won't end well." Old Man Lee sneered and said, "Afraid of CCMU? If they're really afraid, MCMU is still eating dirt now. What's there to be afraid of?" Tang Feng was speechless and said, "It's not that I'm afraid. It's that I have to face reality. CCMU currently has 18 rank for martial artists in school, for upper stage rank 4, and 1 peak rank 4. What about MCMU? 1 upper stage rank 4, none at peak. Chen Wenlong has entered peak," a rank 6 instructor beside him said. Tang Feng was not surprised. He nodded and said, "All right, that's 1 peak, but is Chen Wenlong a match for Li Hansong?" Old Man Lee laughed and said, "Fong Ping, Isn't this kid almost upper stage? By the end of the year, he might enter peak. Also, that kid Chong, you hasn't returned from the catacombs yet. Once he's back, it won't be difficult for him to reach upper stage, and there's hope for him to reach peak. By the end of the year, it won't be too difficult for Qin Fengqing to enter upper stage rank 4. A few days ago, this kid and Fong Ping destroyed a high-ranks lair. Who knows where he's hiding to cultivate now? Xie Lei might be at least middle stage rank for by the end of the year. Also, there are a few people who are also trying to break through to upper stage. When it comes to the championship, there will be 2 peak martial artists and a few upper stage martial artists. There's no need to be too vague about CCMU. That's what you say. Tang Feng sighed softly and said, Li Hansong is still a huge threat. If we lose the championship, everything we're doing now will actually benefit CCMU. CCMU was now keeping its composure, waiting for the championship to begin. Once CCMU defeated MCMU, then everything MCMU was doing now would actually serve CCMU. MCMU was so strong, yet it still lost to CCMU. How strong was CCMU exactly? The more mysterious it was, the more people would pay attention to it. In the coming year, the talented students would probably all go to CCMU. The stronger MCMU appeared to be, the more benefits CCMU would gain from defeating MCMU. The only worry was that the opponent was not strong enough. The stronger they were, the more they could show off their own strength. As the instructors were discussing, the crowd below exclaimed again. In the distance, Fong Ping, dressed in white, flew over with flight step. The students' martial arts uniforms were all black, yet Fong Ping wore white, which made him stand out even more. The instructors felt like punching someone when they saw this. Mother asterisk Kerr. This kid really dared to do it. Everyone had become his background now. Fong Ping came over with flight step. His speed was extremely fast. Very soon, Fong Ping landed at the entrance of the gym. As soon as he landed, countless flashes flickered. Fong Ping raised his hands slightly. The thousands of martial artists in martial arts uniforms behind him roared in unison. The leader of all martial arts universities is MCMU. The reporters were all excited. Was this going to rise? CCMU was the #1 martial arts university. This was publicly acknowledged. Even if MCMU had performed well recently, it was also a fact that MCMU had only been established for a short period of time. CCMU was #1. MCMU was #2. Today, MCMU's instructors and students had gathered, and countless media outlets were watching. MCMU had publicly shouted the slogan, the leader of all martial arts universities. How could CCMU face this? The instructors in midair had also landed one after another, but no one said anything. This slogan, Fong Ping also let them shout it, but the instructors almost beat him to death. It was too shameful. They would not do it. It was fine if the students shouted it. There was no first place in literature and no second place in martial arts, although it was slightly worse than CCMU. Would CCMU have any objections if the students shouted a few words? If they had the ability, they could organize the students to shout it. No one would stop them. According to Fong Ping, this was to increase the students' collective sense of honor, encourage everyone to improve, and stimulate everyone's motivation and fighting spirit. If they did not reach rank 3 and did not enter the catacombs, the students would still lack some motivation. If they fought a few more championships with CCMU later, everyone would be more confident if they won. If they lost, that kind of humiliation would also make everyone work harder. Based on this, the instructors did not have any objections to Fong Ping openly letting the students shout this slogan. After the students finished shouting, Fong Ping did not enter. After a pause, Fong Ping said loudly, "Martial arts are simple. The National Rank 1 Martial Arts Competition officially begins today. MCMU has spent a lot of time and effort organizing the martial arts competition, not for fame and fortune, but for the prosperity of martial arts and for Sino Nation to become stronger. Martial artists should fight not for fame and fortune, but to become stronger in martial arts, and to become stronger in martial arts. Practicing martial arts is not just for the sake of winning, but for the so-called martial artists. If they are not strong in martial arts, how dare they call themselves martial artists? Evil sects disturb people's hearts, disturb our legal system. Everyone should be punished. In the martial arts competition, for those who perform well and have the heart to kill the enemy, MCMU can recommend you to the military department, Department of Investigation Services, or even MCMU to kill the enemy together. All participants do your best and defeat your opponent. That is the greatest respect you can give to others. Don't be arrogant when you win. Don't be discouraged when you lose. Rank 1 is the foundation of martial arts. The path of martial arts is long. Fight for the day and night, and fight for the long term. I hope that one day we can fight against the enemy together. I will wait for you all to embark on the path to greatness together. Everyone, let's encourage each other. As soon as he finished speaking, Fong Ping rose into the air and used the flight step. The MCMU instructors used the flight step again, disappearing in front of everyone in an instant. The reporters were dumbfounded. That was it. They thought they would have to enter the gym. Did they not say that everything was ready inside? What happened in the end? In the end, a large group of powerhouses who could fly flew away after Fong Ping said a few words. It ended just like that. I guess, F***CK. I thought the opening ceremony would take at least a few hours. It ended just like that. The reporters were in an uproar. In the crowd, Lou Dolly raised his head cautiously, panting slightly. Thank goodness, it's over. That guy can even fly. He's so fast. In the past, Fong Ping could only tread on the air. He could not fly. Now, he could actually fly. That was not all. He had brought along a few hundred powerhouses who could fly. Lou Dolly almost peed his pants. There were so many powerhouses. If he was discovered by Fong Ping, would he be beaten to death? Just as Lou Dolly's thoughts were running wild, a powerhouse suddenly shouted in the sky, "Participating martial artists, head to the competition area. The qualifiers officially begin. MCMU students, assist the city government in maintaining order, but those who commit crimes will be killed without mercy." The unknown powerhouse was nowhere to be seen, but his voice kept echoing in the air, spreading to almost half of Magic City. Some of the Grandmaster powerhouses in Magic City scolded loudly. These guys from MCMU were too arrogant. Getting a few hundred people to fly was bad enough. Now that the Grandmasters had appeared, they were going to do something big. At the same time, Magic City House of Governors. Magic City's governor looked at Wu Quishan and said softly, "Is first and second really that important?" Wu Quishan smiled and shook his head. It's not about first and second. Just like what Fong Ping said, the martial arts world is a pool of stagnant water now. It's not exciting enough, not lively enough. People like us are old, so it doesn't matter anymore. Now, however, we need new blood. Therefore, we need to make the martial arts world come alive. MCMU is moving, CCMU is moving, CCMU is moving. Other martial arts universities are moving too. If all the martial arts universities are moving, the entire martial arts world is being revitalized. To put it more realistically, the government has been pushing for a long time, but it might not be more effective than a martial arts grand competition. Maybe. Magic City also hopes that MCMU can go higher and further, but the premise is that there's no big dispute with CCMU. Healthy competition is good, and it's also the purpose of many martial arts universities. I'm just afraid. Wu Quishan shook his head. This is not something to worry about. In front of the enemy, we all know what to do. The competition between students is the students' business. As teachers, we won't interfere. Magic City's governor glanced at him and chuckled. That's true. You, Snake King, are not stupid. CCMU still has 5 high-ranked powerhouses. Wu Quishan said lightly, if they really want to compete, MCMU is not afraid. You're so stubborn. Magic City's governor laughed. After thinking for a while, he said, why didn't you guys show up? Now, it's that kid Fong Ping who shows up? Since he thinks so, we'll let him be. He still has to walk his own path. My strength is still too weak. Being too high profile might not be a good thing. Keeping a low profile will be beneficial to my future growth. As he said that, the governor of Magic City added, also, I just heard from someone that he publicly proclaimed that all evil sect martial artists should be killed. That's not a good thing. It's fine if we talk about it, and we'll do it. He can do it, but he can't say it too much. As the leader of MCMU's martial arts society, his resolute attitude would not only affect MCMU, but also the entire Sino nation's policy changes in the next few years. Mediocre people can say it, high-ranking people can say it, but if a heaven's chosen who is yet to grow up says it, it's easy for others to target him. Wu Quishan frowned slightly and said after some thought, he has his own ideas. Let's wait and see. The governor of Magic City did not say anything else. He changed the topic and said, West Phoenix City's attitude is unclear now. Once West Phoenix City joins the war, the pressure on us will be even greater. Are you confident in achieving rank 9? Wu Quishan fell silent. After a while, he shook his head and said, the path to rank 9 is difficult. Difficult, too difficult. Maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years. Sigh. A sigh was heard. The governor of Shanghai and Wu Quishan did not speak again. Rank 9 was too difficult, without reaching rank 9. Even if one had a rank 8 golden body, it would not be able to decide the outcome. Once West Phoenix City joined the war, it meant that there would be one more rank 9 powerhouse. Here in Magic City, they also needed to make the corresponding preparations. They needed one more rank 9 powerhouse to deter and restrain them. However, there were not that many rank 9s. How many rank 9s were there in the entire Sino nation? There were so many catacombs. Almost every place needed a rank 9 to hold the fort. Now, even the previous mobile forces, the few major guardians had no choice but to enter the catacombs to deter and intimidate. At the same time, McMao, as soon as Fong Ping landed, he took out his phone immediately. After making the call, he gritted his teeth and said, organize an inspection team to investigate immediately. There's a guy called Lou Dolly among the reporters, the one who looks very wretched. Yes, the bastard who was nailed to the ground by Vice Chancellor Chun last time. Go and arrest him. In name? What name? That guy owes money and doesn't pay it back. No, he cheated others and ran away. It's enough to shoot him to death. He's too daring. How dare he appear in Magic City? He didn't cheat me. Fong Ping roared, denying he dared to cheat me of my money. Is he tired of living? It's someone else, a friend of mine. Stop talking nonsense. Hurry up. Don't let him escape. Catch him. He's dead meat this time. After hanging up, Fong Ping exhaled. That Lou Dolly kid was really tired of living. He had actually appeared right under his nose. Did he really think that he was blind? If it were not for the fact that there were so many people present and he had to maintain his high and mighty image, Fong Ping would have hunted him down and killed him in public. This kid better not be caught this time. If I catch him, I'll make him suffer. This was the first time he had been cheated by someone. Someone had literally robbed him of his money. Fong Ping wanted to beat him to death. He was fighting for his life, shooting some videos to earn some money. This bastard actually dared to take a big chunk of it. He was too daring. I'll go to the Martial Arts Society to collect my benefits first. I'm afraid the championship at the end of the year won't be easy. I'll think about it after I achieve peak rank for as soon as possible. MCMU was so ostentatious and Fong Ping was so arrogant. If CCMU did not make some noise, it would be a waste of its first-place title. Chapter 3:16. The martial arts preliminaries began with a bang. Media reporters went to each of the branch venues to film and interview. Lou Dolly, who was mixed in the crowd, also found a branch venue to observe, preparing to select some seated players for follow-up interviews. However, after watching for a while, Lou Dolly felt a sense of danger. It seemed like he was being watched. When he saw two martial artists in MCMU uniforms walking toward him, Lou Dolly reacted quickly. Without waiting for anyone to approach, he disappeared in the blink of an eye. Upper stage rank 3 Lou Dolly was also an extremely strong presence among MCMU students. If he wanted to run, most people would not be able to catch him. Not long after, a female reporter entered the venue. The Martial Arts Society member in charge of ID verification glanced at her a few times. She was really too ugly. How could an ugly woman like this be a reporter? Moreover, that makeup was not makeup at all. She might as well pour foundation on her face. After passing the inspection, the female reporter breathed a sigh of relief. She humphed in a low voice. "Didn't you just drink the water I used to wash my feet with? Did you really think that Lou Dolly, was so easy to catch?" As a madman who had been stalking and filming people for a long time, he could even get involved in places where rank A powerhouses fought. It was too easy for him to sneak into MCMU's district competition venue, where the inspection was not strict. Fong Ping, shameless bastard. How dare he use his authority to catch me? How shameless. After scolding Fong Ping for a while, Lou Dolly felt much better. That flashy guy was now rank 4 and could fly. He was probably no match for him. He should hide first. When he earned some money and bought some pills to help him enter rank 4, that guy would not be able to do anything to him. Martial Arts Society. Fong Ping hung up the phone and humphed softly. This guy must still be in Magic City. Maybe he's right under everyone's nose. That guy is someone who values money more than his life. He even dared to cheat Fong Ping of his money. One could imagine how daring Lou Dolly was. Now that the martial arts competition had begun, Fong Ping did not believe that Lou Dolly would slip away just like that. Unfortunately, there were not many people in the MCMU inspection team, and they were all students. Fong Ping could ask them to look for him for a while, but it would not work if he asked them to focus on looking for him, unless Fong Ping issued a mission to capture Lou Dolly. However, upper stage rank 3, the price of this mission was not small. He had not gotten his money back yet, and he still had to fork out a sum of money. Fong Ping would rather wait. He did not bother about Lou Dolly anymore. The top 100 competition would be held in MCMAU. If Lou Dolly was still in Magic City, he would definitely come. Once he entered MCMU, he could forget about running away. At the finance department, Fong Ping did not collect his credits this time. Instead, he collected cash. Fong Ping's monthly salary was as high as 15 million. If he claimed a year's salary in advance, his annual salary would be as high as 180 million. Lu Mengyao, who was in charge of distribution, couldn't help but ask, "Junior brother Fong, are you going to take the other 2 department heads' positions as well?" Fong Ping was now the minister of 2 major departments. Receiving a year's salary in advance was not a small amount. Fong Ping said matter-of-factly, "I've always been doing my best in the student recruitment department, including the martial arts competition this time. It's also to compete for students. I don't think there's any student recruitment department director who's done a better job than me, right? As for the internal service department, it has always been held by the president. Now that there are no missions in the catacombs, even if there are missions, I still have to bring everyone down there. For example, last time when Qin Fengqing wanted to go to the catacombs, didn't I take the initiative to accompany him? As for the internal affairs department, I'm still doing my job. Lu Mengyao did not know whether to laugh or to cry, but she still gave Fong Ping a stamp of approval. After some thought, Lu Mengyao said in a low voice, "Thank you, junior brother. This time, I've collected 1,200 credits. I should be able to cultivate to rank 4. Minister, 100 credits a month, 1,200 credits a year." Lu Mengyao came from the School of Production. Her combat strength was not considered strong. She had only been a middle stage rank 3 before, and had just entered upper stage rank 3 not long ago. To her, 1,200 credits was too difficult to earn. Fong Ping and the others could easily earn a few thousand credits. Some even earned tens of thousands. That was Fong Ping. For a rank 3 martial artist like Lu Mengyao, it would be a miracle if she could earn $1 million a month by doing some simple missions. She would need a few years to earn 36 million, and she would have to take risks. Before graduation, she would definitely not be able to earn so many credits. After entering society, it would be even more difficult to earn money. Rank 4 was still a long way off. Now that she had obtained 1,200 credits in advance, she would not lack resources to enter rank 4. It all depended on her cultivation progress. Fong Ping chuckled. "You don't have to be so polite. Besides, it's not my money. Most of it comes from the seniors who have graduated. When everyone breaks through later, I'll ask the Martial Arts Society to send some silk banners over and hang them at the entrance of their companies. It's worth it to spend money to buy some face. I still have something to do, so I'll be leaving first." "Oh, right. Did you distribute my 14,000 credits?" "Yes, I did. So, I should get 600 million. Fong Ping was a little speechless. He did not feel anything from looking at the credits, but it was a lot of money. "Yes, junior brother, you're the real richest man in MCMU this time," Lu Mengyao teased. 600 million. Many students like them could not earn that much in their entire lives. Fong Ping smiled, calculating how much wealth he could increase this time. 14,000 credits. This time, he could increase his wealth by 140 million. The Martial Arts Society's welfare was 180 million. In total, he would gain 320 million. He still had 375 million wealth. In total, it would be 695 million. It's almost 700 million. Fong Ping was speechless. He had really earned big this time, close to 700 million wealth and 600 million in cash. If all of them were converted to money, it would be 3 billion. Most people could probably cultivate to Grandmaster, provided that they had the talent and luck. I'm spending money to buy time now. But even if I spend money to buy time, if everything goes smoothly, it'll be enough for me to cultivate to rank 6. Of course, I won't go to places like the energy room as often as I can. I'm still short 300 million wealth. I'm afraid it'll be difficult. Fong Ping shook his head slightly. There was no hope of upgrading the system for now. This time, he had earned a lot of money with Qin Fengqing. Luck did not come often. 300 million was really not easy to earn. After leaving the Martial Arts Society, Fong Ping went to the campus bank. Although the transfer of 600 million was a huge amount of money, in martial arts universities, transactions of this scale were common. MCMU's campus bank had more authority than most provincial branches. In less than 2 hours, Fong Ping's funds were in place. At this moment, Fong Ping could not help but look at his new data again and again. Wealth, 695 million vitality, 1,400 calories, 2,099 calories plus mentality, 580 hertz, 699 hertz, bone honing, 177 bones, 100%, 29 bones, 30% plus. It had only been 2 days since the 8th, and Fong Ping's vitality limit had increased again by 9 calories. At this moment, his vitality limit was higher than the average peak rank 4. The increase in the limit meant that His physique and overall quality had become stronger, including the strength of his vitality. The grand martial arts competition was still going on, but Fong Ping was busy again. On the 11th of October, Fong Ping led 6 rank 3 martial artists from the Martial Arts Society and wiped out an evil sect's lair outside Magic City. They killed 1 rank 3 martial artist and dozens of rank 1 and 2 martial artists. On the 12th of October, Fong Ping secretly met Zhang Yuqiang from the Nanjiang House of Governors. It was photographed by reporters. The media speculated that Fong Ping might return to Nanjiang to work after graduation. There were rumors in Nanjiang that after Fong Ping graduated, Nanjiang Governor Zhang Dingnan promised him the position of Nanjiang's deputy governor. Of course, the selection of the deputy governor was not decided by Zhang Dingnan alone. However, as Nanjiang's governor, Zhang Dingnan was a grandmaster powerhouse. He recommended Fong Ping to be Nanjiang's deputy governor. Fong Ping was also the president of MCMU's Martial Arts Society, so it was unlikely that he would be rejected. For a while, news about the successor to Nanjiang's governor after Zhang Dingnan's retirement had spread in the martial arts world. Wang Jinyang or Fong Ping, these two were the strongest contenders. Although it was still early for Zhang Dingnan to retire, the two of them were still very young. Perhaps in 8 to 10 years, the two of them would become provincial governors, true feudal officials. At that time, they would only be 30 years old. Originally, they thought that MCMU's Fong Ping would not return to Nanjiang. If he stayed in Magic City, whether it was in the military or politics, Fong Ping's future was limitless. Wang Jinyang was regarded as the successor to the governor. This was what many people thought. Now, this rising star Fong Ping seemed to have the intention of returning to his hometown in Nanjiang. For a while, it attracted countless people's guesses. 13th of October. Logistics Department. Old Manly smoked his pipe and said vaguely, "You want to go back to Nanjiang?" Fong Ping laughed. "No such thing. Why would I go back to Nanjiang? The governor may not be stronger than MCMU's vice-chancellor. It's better to stay in MCMU and take over MCMU. I'm treating MCMU as my territory now." Old Manly could not help but laugh. This kid was crazy. You're only a sophomore, and you're already thinking about taking over MCMU? Fong Ping seemed to know what he was thinking. He laughed. Didn't the old vice-chancellor take over MCMU not long after joining the school? Then you'll have to wait for old Wu to die in battle. Old Manly chuckled and continued, "No, you'll have to wait for old Devil Huang to die in battle too. When these two are dead, it won't be a big problem for you to take over." Fong Ping coughed softly and said awkwardly, "You said this, not me. If they hear it, it'll be trouble for you too." "TSK, do you think I'm afraid of them?" Old Man Li had been very arrogant recently. He snorted disdainfully, but did not say anything else. It would be bad if those two old schemers eavesdropped. They did not continue this topic. Old Manly knocked his pipe on the table and said after a pause, "The martial arts grand competition is still being held. The national championship is being held everywhere. You have so many things to do, yet you still have the time to besiege the evil sect's nest? It's just a few rank 1 and 2 martial artists. Anyone can go. Is there a need for you to go personally? You don't plan to return to Nanjiang to take up a post. Is the meeting with Zhang Yuqiang to discuss the opening of the catacombs and MCMU's support? Fong Ping, don't listen to some people's instigation. Right now, you're not qualified enough, and you don't have the capital to take charge. You think you're very important, but in reality, you're nothing. Just stay in MCMU for a few years. When you graduate, this old man won't care about you anymore." Fong Ping chuckled. "I've never thought of myself as a big shot. Without me, the earth will be destroyed. I know what I'm capable of. All that stuff about exterminating high-ranked powerhouses and having close ties with rank 8 beast kings, Those are all empty reputations. Old man Lee rolled his eyes. Motherf asterisk cur. Was it appropriate to brag in front of him? I won't do anything that's courting death. Nanjiang's Governor General Zhang, and the rest might not care about my little life. I don't know what these grandmaster powerhouses are thinking. Whether it's for the public or for personal reasons, I don't want anything to happen to Nanjiang. After all, auspicious peace is too close to Sun City. I've lived there for so many years. My ancestors have lived there for generations. Don't bother about what Governor General Zhang thinks. My little life still depends on myself. This time, I've invited the rank 8 senior Tian Mu, the rank 8 old Ko Bianjiang, the rank 7 Vice Chancellor Chen Yaoding, and the rank 7 Vice Chancellor Lu Polu, a total of 4 high ranks to protect me in secret. Old man Li, if I still die, then it's because I'm unlucky. If I don't die this time, I'll die next time. What did you call me? Old man Li was stunned for a moment. Then he lifted Fong Ping up and gave him a hard kick on his butt. Motherf asterisk cur, you can't even get up or down. Now you're shaking? You can invite grandmasters? Calling me Old Man Li? You bastard. Old Man Li's anger was not appeased yet. He picked up his tobacco pipe and knocked it on Fong Ping's head. Fong Ping's neck shrank down bit by bit, as if he was being beaten. His face full of helplessness. Fong Ping said in grievance, You can call me Old Man Fong too. I don't mind. F asterisk CK off. Old Man Li kicked this fellow into the air. Only then did he stop punishing him. After Fong Ping landed on the ground, Old Man Li continued to smoke his tobacco pipe. He said vaguely, I knew you're not the type to court death. The 4 grandmasters should be fine. How did you convince them? 2 rank 8s guarding the Magic City catacombs aren't that easy to invite. It's simple. I said that if I don't die, and they die, I'll take care of their descendants when they come to MCMAU. Senior Tian's children are dead. He still has a few grandchildren. He's old. He has to think about his descendants. As for Vice Chancellor Lu, Governor General Zhang actually wanted old Lu to step in. But old Lu is a rank 7 cough. I don't mean to look down on him. But that old man Zhang Dingnan is too evil. If I trust him, my death rate is 90%. Vice Chancellor Chen's side is easy. I said that if he doesn't help me, I'll let Chen Yunxi challenge in SCMU for a year. The old man agreed without hesitation. Actually, I invited Senior Wu Chuan before, but Senior Wu is too cold-blooded. He refused no matter what. Later, Senior Tian and the others agreed. Senior Wu actually wanted to beat me up. Tell me, does this kind of person still have a conscience? F asterisk CK off. Old Man Li cursed. If Wu Chuan was really invited, then Magic City catacombs could only wait to be conquered. After inviting 2 rank 8 powerhouses away, it was a good thing that Wu Chuan did not beat him to death. The fact that Tian Mu and Ko Bianjiang agreed was already beyond Old Man Li's expectations. As for what Fong Ping said about taking care of them, take care of them, my asterisk SS. The 2 old fellows were still alive. Would you dare to mistreat their grandchildren? If a rank 8 powerhouse went berserk, MCMU could not suppress it now. It's good that you know what you're doing. You're still young. Old Man Li smoked his pipe. He tapped the pipe again and exhaled. If we old fellows die, we die. You guys live a few more years. We still hope that you guys will burn some paper money for us in the future. After this is done, you've done what you should. When Nanjiang Catacombs opens next, don't mention anything about MCMU's support. Do you understand? Aha, I understand. Oh, right. Old Man Li suddenly laughed. I don't have any children. I don't have any grandchildren either. However, I have a niece. She's quite talented. MCMU will specially enroll her in 2 years' time. Do you understand? Fong Ping was speechless. You can handle this yourself. Do you still need me to open the back door? I'm happy to do it. I've been wise all my life. I can't bear the brunt of infamy. You'll be the scapegoat. Fong Ping was speechless again. Is my reputation worthless? Old Man Li did not continue after saying that. Finally, he said, I'm going into closed-door cultivation in a few days. If you want to exchange anything, do it now. While I'm still here, I'll give you a discount. You won't get another chance like this again. Discount? Fong Ping's eyes lit up. He asked, Are you going to break through to Grandmaster? He, take a guess. Really? Fong Ping's face lit up. If you break through, and my instructor breaks through too, I'll go. I'll have more people to rely on in the future. We can overthrow Vice Chancellor Wu and make me the Vice Chancellor. What do you think? F***CK off. Old Man Li did not say anything else. He scolded and kicked Fong Ping out of the logistics department. This little bastard. What was he thinking? I haven't exchanged anything yet. Outside the logistics department, Fong Ping was speechless. What happened to giving me a discount? That's all? However, after thinking about it, he did not seem like he needed to exchange anything now. A B-class Changdao was more than enough for a rank 4 martial artist like him. Zhang Dingnan had also said that the A-class custom-made saber would be his. A rank 5 leather armor would suffice for now. As for a rank 6 leather armor, if it could kill Fong Ping, he did not care about the leather armor. If it could not kill Fong Ping, a rank 5 would suffice. I'll see next time. I can stock up on a batch of resurrection pills. These things can always be used. Chapter 3:17. The qualifiers went on for 7 consecutive days. 7 consecutive rounds of high-intensity battles had exhausted some of the martial artists. However, such high-intensity continuous combat also made some martial artists stand out. The number of martial artists who signed up for the competition was as high as 40,000 after 7 rounds of competition. Including some who withdrew due to injuries, there were only 200 people left. Today, the final top 100 would be decided. Only the top 100 could enter MCMAU and participate in the final top 100 ranking competition. The top 100 would also be ranked according to this battle record. The 8th round of competition was held in the city gym. 10 specially built arenas were arranged in a row. 10 matches would be held in pairs. The winner would enter the top 100, and the loser would have to leave. The 8th round of the martial arts competition is the last round of the top 100 competition. We've invited the president of MCMU Martial Arts Society, President Fong Pingping. This is also the first time President Fong has come to the competition after the opening ceremony. The famous host from the outside world gave a detailed introduction. The last round of the top 100 competition had already attracted many spectators to watch the competition. The gym was overcrowded. The ticket sales alone had already sold more than 80 million for the branch venue and the gym. Almost no one complained that the tickets were expensive at 1,000 yuan per ticket. After a week, more than 80,000 tickets were sold. It was not that the tickets were expensive, but there were not enough seats. For the top 100 competition, Fong Ping planned to only fight 5 matches a day. The first round would have 50 matches, which would last for 10 days. The second round would also have 5 matches a day, which would last for 5 days. The remaining 25 people would compete in the top 10 competition, which would last for at least 10 days. Fong Ping estimated that the top 3 competition, the semifinals, and the finals would be completed in a month. MCMU's gym was not small. He planned to sell 2,000 yuan per ticket for the top 100 competition. He would sell 5,000 tickets each time. If he could sell them out every time, he would earn 10 million a day. In a month, he would earn 300 million more. Of course, it might not be that much in the end. Still, Fong Ping felt that there would be 200 million. This was organized by MCMAU, so he did not have to share it with others. Fong Ping felt that it was too easy to earn money from one competition. Of course, this was the first time such a large-scale competition was held. In the future, there would be more competitions, the ticket prices would decrease, and there would not be so many people. However, if the Rank 1 competition was not popular, then there would be the Rank 2 competition. After that, there would be the Rank 3 competition. In the future, it would become a routine every year. In a year, Fong Ping felt that it would not be difficult to provide MCMU with more than 1 billion income. Under everyone's gaze, Fong Ping did not use the Midair step this time. Walking onto the stage, Fong Ping looked around and said in a clear voice, "All of you are able to distinguish yourselves from the millions of martial artists in the country and fight your way into the top 200. All of you are the cream of the crop. Of course, this time I came to see everyone. Secondly, I've heard that many people have suffered serious injuries in this competition, and they lack funds to treat their injuries. Since MCMU had organized a competition and encouraged everyone to participate, they could not just sit back and do nothing. It was MCMU's style and Fong Ping's style to finish what they started. I can't substitute myself to bear everyone's pain, but some medicinal pills to support me is not a problem. MCMU has decided to provide 1,000 bottles of healing water, 200 Rank 1 bone honing pills, and 10 resurrection pills to martial artists who are injured in the competition." Boom! The audience was in an uproar. The items of these martial artists were frighteningly expensive. Healing water was one of the most commonly used healing products by cultivators. It had a strong effect on bone healing and superficial wounds. MCMU exchange, 5 credits per bottle. Bone honing pills could not only assist in cultivation, but also promote the healing of bone injuries. They were also very useful, 15 credits per pill. Resurrection pills, needless to say, were the real miracle medicine for healing internal injuries. They were so expensive that Rank 1 martial artists would want to die. 200 credits per pill. MCMU had taken out a total of 10,000 credits worth of pills. The market price was 300 million. The market price was actually the price that everyone agreed on. MCMU provided its own raw materials and produced them. The cost price was only about 100 million. However, this kind of price discount was obviously not something that outsiders could enjoy. For the martial artists who were eliminated, MCMU invested 300 million, including the preparatory work and rewards. MCMU had spent 500 million on this competition. This time, the audience was in an uproar. Some of the audience even shouted, "MCMU is benevolent and righteous, the #1 martial arts university. He lives up to his reputation. If he wants to enter a university, he should go to MCMU. A school like this is worth going to. Not for fame and fortune, just for the prosperity of martial arts. Today, I believe in what President Fong said at the opening ceremony." Some people were so moved that tears streamed down their cheeks. In the crowd, someone said loudly, "Thank you, President Fong. Thank you, MCMAU. I thought I could only say goodbye to martial arts in this life. I didn't expect. Sob, sob, sob. This person's head was wrapped in gauze. Obviously, he was a martial artist who had been injured in the previous martial arts competition. Fong Ping was mentally exhausted. Was the person he had arranged so stupid? You were injured to the point where you had to say goodbye to martial arts, and you still had the time to watch the competition? He had already said to arrange for some martial artist with minor injuries to serve as a foil, which idiot had arranged for heavily injured martial artists to come. Backstage. Obviously, the crowd did not think too much. Only a few people knew about the arrangements. Some of the new female martial artists were extremely touched. They choked and said, "The president is so nice. He only talks big, but he's actually very nice. He's strong in martial arts and he's handsome. Our batch has also improved the fastest. It's only been a month since school started, and almost half of the people have entered rank 1. I really hope that the president can lead MCMU forward. Yang Xiaoman, who was beside them, was also mentally exhausted. Fong Ping was handsome, strong, and a good person. Why did she not feel this way before? That guy, he bought you all just like that? A bunch of idiots. This money was not from Fong Ping's own pocket. Try asking him to pay from his own pocket. Even so, the Martial Arts Society had made a lot of money this time. They had received more than 100 million in sponsorship fees. The broadcasting fees were even more than 200 million. Including the current entrance fees, it was almost 100 million. Just now, the Martial Arts Society had an income of almost 500 million. In terms of expenditure, it seemed like it was also as high as 500 million. However, MCMU's own competitions were supported at cost price, which was about 200 million. Later on, they would collect some entrance fees. After this competition, MCMU's reputation had been built, and they had earned 500 to 600 million. This guy, Yang Xiaoman, did not know what to say. Was he impressive? Quite impressive. It was just a competition, but he had made it known to the whole country. Now, everyone was saying that it was good. A large number of martial artists who were injured this time would be deeply grateful. Even those who were not injured would be grateful. After all, there would be a lot less to worry about. Martial artists were most afraid of getting injured in the arena competition. The treatment fees could easily be hundreds of thousands or millions. Many martial artists did not dare to fight too hard at all. Now that MCMU had done this, martial artists could do whatever they wanted. More importantly, would those who followed the trend dare to follow the trend? The investment was incomparably huge. If the results were not good, not only would they lose money, their reputation would also be tarnished. MCMU, the pioneer, had set such a precedent. It would not be good for the latecomers to follow the trend. Right now, a large number of martial arts universities or local governments who were ready to follow the trend would be cursing and swearing. MCMU had pills and weapons production lines, but they did not. If they followed the trend, they would definitely lose money. Fong Ping was actually cashing out the pills and weapons produced by MCMU in a disguised way. MCMU could not sell things like pills to the outside world. Now, in the name of rewards and compensation, they were giving them to the outside world in exchange for entrance fees and broadcasting fees. In fact, it was equivalent to selling them. Unfortunately, the big companies could not reason with him. Thinking about it deeply, after this competition, MCMU had really gained both fame and fortune. How could it be that Fong Ping did not do it for fame and fortune? Yang Xiaoman had mixed feelings. The others beside her also had mixed feelings. Fu Changding said softly, "This way, he has a reputation. With a reputation, he has strength. This guy can be considered to have successfully cultivated his reputation. After a few more times, his strength will be enough. Whether it is returning to Nanjiang to be the governor or staying in MCMU, it will all be logical. Moreover, he will have a foundation among the masses." The martial artists in this competition came from all over the country. After a few years, most of them would enter rank 2 or even rank 3, becoming the backbone of a place. This was because the martial artists who came this time were almost all upper stage and above. With this foundation, and not just in a year, after a few years, Fong Ping's reputation could really reach a peak. Even if he was young after graduation, his strength would reach a certain level, and he would become a senior, and no one would question him. Zhao Lei, on the other hand, did not think too much. He said gloomily, "The key is still strength." Fu Changding, Yang Xiaoman, and the rest rolled their eyes at the same time. Mother of Kerr, you must have been beaten, silly. We are studying the matter of cultivating a reputation. And you speak of strength first. What are you thinking? Pure strength only represented battle prowess and nothing else. There were many grandmasters with strength, but not all of them were human senior management. Why? Was it not because they did not have enough fame and means? Fong Ping was not clear about what happened backstage. After announcing the pills, Fong Ping continued, "I won't say much. This round of competition has ended. The martial artists who entered the top 100, I will give all of you an extra chance. Enter MCMView Martial Arts Society and choose a set of middle-ranked combat techniques. I hope that everyone will keep up the good work. Rank 1 this year, rank 3 next year, and in the next rank 2 and rank 3 martial arts competitions. I will see all of you." After saying that, Fong Ping walked off the stage. Off stage, there was a round of applause. Backstage, when Fong Ping arrived, some of the new female martial artists came forward one after another, their faces full of admiration. The fear and dread from before were gone. The president was a good person. As for the rumors, they must have been slandered by someone who was jealous of the president. Fong Ping also appeared amiable, smiling and gesturing. After a long time, he finally sent these people away. After they left, Fong Ping's expression was stiff. He looked at Fu Chongding and the rest and said, "Zhao Lei, I asked you to go to YesNNU to fight in the championship, but you actually lost. Do you know how embarrassing it is? Yang Xiaoman, you went to YesNNU to fight and lost too. How did you cultivate? You guys can't even compare to Tang Wen. At least she made it into the top 200 and has a chance to enter the top 100. If you embarrass yourself like this next time, don't come back to school." Zhao Lei did not say a word, nor did he complain. He had just reached middle stage rank 3, and he had already met an upper stage rank 3, and was beaten up. If he was not strong enough, he would accept the beating and scolding. Yang Xiaoman said indignantly, "I just entered rank 3 not long ago." "That's because you're weak. Look, your peer Zhao Lei are middle stage rank 3. Chun Yunxi is middle stage rank 3. Even Fu Chongding is almost middle stage rank 3. Fu Chongding looked at the sky. "Why did you use the words even Fu Chongding when talking about me? What do you mean? Also, Zhao Shuamei was with you. Why did Zhao Shuamei win and you lose?" Zhao Shuamei wanted to say something but stopped herself. "I beat an early stage rank 3 martial artist, and Yang Xiaoman beat a middle stage rank 3. However, Fong Ping did not give her a chance to speak. He said earnestly, "Everyone, we're all classmates. We're in the same class. I'm already upper stage rank 4. It hurts my heart that you guys are improving so slowly." Now, everyone understood immediately. Upper stage rank 4. Fu Chongding immediately said in support, "Amazing, amazing, too amazing. You're actually upper stage rank 4. Although they said it did not matter, they were all cursing in their hearts. Was this kid crazy? Upper stage rank 4. How many days had it been since he reached rank 4? How could anyone live like this? A rank 4 was improving faster than a rank 1. There was no way he could live like this." Even Yang Xiaoman, who was used to opposing him, did not say a word. Upper stage rank 4. This meant that Fong Ping should be able to step into peak by the end of the year. In his junior year, next year, rank 5 would probably be guaranteed as well. Even CCMEU and MCMEU did not produce many rank 5 martial artist students. There were some last year, but that was because last year's cohort was really strong. As for Fong Ping, could he achieve rank 6 in his senior year? It might not be impossible. A rank 6 powerhouse who graduated had the right to be arrogant and to look down on many people. At this moment, the few of them had a feeling that they were useless. In reality, they had only just entered their sophomore year, especially martial artists like Zhao Lei, who had stepped into middle stage rank 3. Perhaps it would not be long before they could become upper stage rank 3, the true elite class. Even the thrice-honed Xie Lei had only achieved upper stage rank 3 near the end of the second semester of his sophomore year. Cultivation at peak was not that slow. Zhao Lei, Chen Yunxi, and the rest were likely to surpass Xie Lei in their sophomore year. This speed was extremely shocking. However, when a classmate was more than a rank 1 higher than them, they could not help but feel a little discouraged. Fang Ping sighed softly and shook his head. There's no need to flatter me. Everyone, work harder. Time waits for no man. Everyone should focus on martial arts. Some of you, hurry up and do some serious work. Learn from Zhao Lei and focus on martial arts. Don't spread any gossip in the outside world. Justice is in the hearts of the people. Look, does anyone believe in those gossip? Yang Xiaoman looked up at the sky. He could have just pointed out their names. Why did he have to use the term some of you? Xiaoman, I had high hopes for you. Among the girls that day, I thought the most highly of you and admired you the most. However, you still disappointed me. Yunxi is middle stage rank 3. Xuemei is almost middle stage rank 3. You've honed your bones twice. Take advantage of the slight advantage you have in the rank 3 stage and cultivate hard. Everyone, work hard. Martial arts is a long road. I'll wait for you at the peak of the powerhouses. Fang Ping placed his hands behind his back and strode away. As soon as he left, Zhao Lei said, like I said, strength is king. Without strength, you can't even win against him in pretending. What can you do? Everyone nodded in unison. That made sense. When a person became strong, his skin would be thicker than others. Yang Xiaoman complained. He's acting more like a headmaster than the vice-chancellor now. Say, does the vice-chancellor not care? He's in charge of everything big and small in MCMU now. He's just short of managing the instructors. Fu Changding smiled bitterly. Who said he's just short of managing the instructors? Just yesterday, he went to the vice-chancellor's office and applied for the Martial Arts Society to distribute the instructors' resources in the future. He was kicked out by the vice-chancellor. He's going crazy trying to seize power. He's got guts. I'm really impressed. Seizing power with a rank 8 golden body powerhouse. Fang Ping actually dared to ask for the instructors' resources distribution rights. Fu Changding thought he was crazy. If the instructors' resources distribution rights were in his hands, it would mean too much. If that happened, Wu Quishan and the others would be controlled by Fang Ping. The few of them looked at each other, speechless. Forget it. Don't provoke this lunatic for now. He's so arrogant that he dares to provoke rank 8. Who else would he not dare to provoke? Right now, Fang Ping, who had walked out of the gym, obviously did not feel that he was arrogant anymore. According to Fang Ping, he was training his courage. He had provoked a rank 8 beast king before, but he had never provoked a rank 8 human before. Yesterday, he angered Wu Quishan. When old Wu released his aura, he almost crushed Fang Ping to death. This gave Fang Ping a clear idea. If he encountered a rank 8, he would try to be as arrogant as possible. He should never think that he could go against a rank 8. No, even rank 7. Anyway, if I encounter a high-ranked one, I'll run as fast as I can. You're tuning in to the Mystic Fist YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.